Hey everybody, this episode's actually brought to you by something real. It's brought to you by us. We've got a t-shirt on tpublic.com, so go on our Twitter, our Instagram, or our website, miscastcommentary.com, and follow the link to our brand new t-shirt. It's a Graboids t-shirt from our episode 7 Tremors episode. So go take a look there. Our store will get some new designs pretty soon, so if you want to support the show, grab a t-shirt. Hey everybody, we're watching Diggstown and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Finley.
Todd Tebow the Sailor Murray.
That's who he is.
And that's who you are.
Last I checked. And we are here for you today to watch an undervalued movie, I think is a good way of putting it.
I think so. I don't think a lot of people talk about this one.
No, this one doesn't get a ton of attention because it's no mega stars in it.
It's got some stars, though.
It's got stars. It's got good
Not
actors.
mega stars, but stars.
And so
Stars.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I always used to enjoy watching back in the day, and we wanted to bring it to you, and we are watching Diggstown.
Diggstown. Love the good movie.
Yeah.
And I was saying before that I don't remember it really.
No.
I know the concept and stuff, so I'm excited to see the movie again.
I used to watch this a lot when I was younger, so I have a lot of it kind of committed to memory, but it's a good one. And so let's not waste any time. Let's get into it and let us press play.
Pressing play now. You have it committed to analog
No.
in your brain.
It's
Oh
in
my God, is this a VHS
deep
rip?
in my
Remember,
ass.
I was just telling you before too that
No.
just the other day, fired up the VHS machine and watched The Hard Way, starring Michael J. Fox
Love it.
and James Woods, rated R, and it was awful. Awful. Like watching a movie and on, I don't know what it was, but everything looked like it was centered wrong or the shots were weird or
It was
something.
probably pan and scan or something like that, right?
Oh, fucking pan and scan. When I saw what's it called on TV, The Cable Guy.
That one always gets me.
Oh my God.
Because they framed everything to be widescreen, so like they do have to do a lot of back and forth unless it's a one-person shot.
Oh my God.
And that one drove me nuts. So we're gonna start in right off the bat with Randall Tex Cobb.
Oh my God, yes.
And
the other guy there fighting too, we know him.
He's
Look.
no, he's in
Oh, that's
literally.
Tex Cobb.
Yeah, the other guy's literally in nothing.
Ooh.
But Tex Cobb is we just talked about him fairly.
I'm always
recently.
talking about Tex Cobb.
Yeah, well, because he was in Ernest Goes to Jail, so we.
Oh my God, there's
like,
Quato.
Yeah, Quato's in
Heather
this,
Graham.
so, yeah, you forget about the people who are in
Holy
this movie.
shit,
It's-
man.
My list of actual like cast people and stuff and like information on the cast is way bigger than everything else.
Than anything else, yeah.
James Woods, just to talk about him for a minute, he's one of those guys, he's a real hard guy to nail down because, I mean, he's obviously right now been really controversial on Twitter and stuff like that, being a big
Yes?
Trump supporter and
Oh,
like,
he
all
is?
this kind of stuff. It's really super right-wing.
Oh,
and
I did
like,
not know that.
Really shitting on people. But then he's
Ooh.
also in Family Guy as like a regular, pretty much. He's in like 30 episodes. He's
Who
in it more
cares
time,
about
like-
a person's political affiliation?
Well, and that's
it. Pisses me off. You know why I didn't know? Because I just try and stay away from
And that's
anything Trump related.
And that's really good. And it's just like, but he's just one of those guys who like he wants to be divisive and fighting about these things, right? And
Do
it's
you
just,
think he's trying to poke the bear a little bit, or is that really his Ted Nugent-isms just coming out?
It's gotta be his actual beliefs, because I don't think that anybody is supporting Trump as a way to get attention for themselves, because
Right.
it's only negative attention, right?
Isn't the other guy the dude that's in all the movies?
He's in no movies.
Nothing.
I looked him up. He's got like 3
Oh,
roles.
this guy.
This guy looks like all he does is
Male
watch men shower. in
Shower
movies.
scene. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least they got a viewing deck
Yeah, it's
with a
pretty,
hole for your dick to fit through,
that's
right?
pretty weird. It's a glory hole that's 30 feet in the air. I like that this guy. I'm trying to pin down who he is. He looks like a little kid from a cartoon who's now an adult in live action.
No, or like like a reversal of fortune where he was a kid and then he said, I want to be big.
Yeah.
And then now he's. I can already tell you right now, instantaneously, that James Woods' acting in this movie is a million times better than in The Hard Way.
Yeah, I really I like his just general style. Like, he acts exactly the same in this as he does in like Any Given Sunday, as he does in like Videodrome, as he does probably in Chaplin. He's probably a wise ass. I don't know. I haven't seen Chaplin.
Oh
in
yeah,
ages.
he is.
But
why does this guy have to be blindfolded? How is he ever gonna make it through there? Like,
it's
what?
just it's a one-way duct, but he's like he doesn't
want him to know what duct.
No, the guy who's picking him up, he doesn't want them to see his face. So like that's his escape plan, right? He's helping him out.
I think that the guy that Tex Cobb is fighting is that no, he's not.
He's absolutely.
No, do you know who do you know who I think he is?
I think so.
Like, he's kind of the other guy, not the big guy with the handlebar mustache that's in like Die Hard and everything. He's the other guy.
Yeah, but he's none of those.
Nah, I don't think he is.
He's none of those guys.
James Woods.
I looked up his IMDb and it was like movies like roles I had never even heard of.
Michael Ritchie related to Guy?
Not. He directed though. He had a pretty good like early career. He directed like Bad News Bears, Fletch, The Golden Child.
Wow.
He wrote Cool Runnings.
No shit.
And then, but a lot of garbage in there as well. And he died in
like the Bad News Bears with Walter Matthau.
Yeah,
sweet.
And he died in 2001. So he was like a guy he had stuff like dating back to like the 60s for directing. So I mean, this was kind of on the late end of things for him. Like, he had directed some random TV and stuff like that after this, a couple of like video things.
Man, how many Tex Cobb movies have we watched, for God's sake?
I think this is actually only our second.
No, only this. Ernest was the first one.
The only one.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
So
there's Heather Graham.
Yeah, but was that supposed to be him?
I think so. That was like the worst. Like
I was just
literally they just cut out somebody from another photo and stuck his face on that one.
Yeah, this is Tex Cobb without a mustache. No, it's not.
It's like with a frig.
He's like, or they're just saying that this is what happens to you when you go to jail, is you look like Tex Cobb coming out.
And this is the female prison.
Yeah. I didn't realize he seemed kind of like a little like special to me in this. He's like, you're a good friend.
He's always he's in The Golden Child as well, and he also plays like a half retarded guy. Half mentally handicapped. Yeah, half whatever.
We're trying our best with the R word.
Yes, it's not. I apologize. Yeah. I don't like it either. I said it to be like controversial, but then I was like, oh, I'm actually regretting.
Sometimes like when you're just trying to think about it fast, it's because it was such a prevalent word. It's the only word that comes to mind.
I literally saw a preview the other day about not using the word, and I'm like, man.
Well, that's actually made me think about I used to use it less before I heard that. And
now that they don't want me to say it, I'm letting it fly.
No, but it's not even to be like rebellious or anything. It's just I was never thinking about the word, and then all of a sudden now I'm thinking about it because they said it. And
I love
then it's
all of
kind of
God's
like, don't
children.
look at it. It's like, don't mention the mole on his face. Mole. It's like that kind of thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this guy. I love this actor. Hey, he's obviously Quado, like every Paul Verhoeven movie.
Yes.
In way, shape, or form. But I always like him.
I do too. He's always great. He looks like he fucking just woke up at the brothel or something.
Yeah, well, they all did. They probably all did wake up in a brothel.
Oh hell
in this
yes!
movie.
They probably filmed it at the prison-themed brothel.
Yeah, the movie was written by Leonard Wise, and this is his only credit. He never wrote anything before.
Nothing. It was a good little script, right?
And then it was also written by Stephen McKay. Now I don't know if this was like one guy submitted it. I'm guessing
kind of fucked around with it a little bit.
I feel like the way this lays out, I feel like Leonard Wise like submitted this like on spec, and then this was given to Stephen McKay to like punch up and do whatever. Stephen McKay wrote Hard to Kill, Darkman 2, and then there was this other movie.
Darkman 2.
Yeah, featuring Arnold Vosloo.
Vosloo
from Hard Target, a movie we discussed last week for no reason.
Oliver Platt.
Oliver Platt's a fucking genius.
Yes, he is.
I want to get into him in a minute, but
you want to get into him? Oh yeah.
But Stephen McKay, he wrote a movie called Assault on Devil's Island. It actually it's called like Shadow Warriors on the cover, but now like it's like alternate title or whatever is Assault on Devil's Island. Stars Hulk Hogan, Carl Weathers, and Shannon Tweed.
Oh my
must
God.
Watch. And then he has
the
like
same
some
cast
like
as Thunder in Paradise, or like
pretty
what?
much.
Like...
And then he also has a what was it, like an animated Christian movie, like about Christmas and its dogs or something like that. I don't know.
It's
Like
a
it was
doggone Christmas goes to the dogs.
It was very vague.
Yeah.
I couldn't like. It was a lot of like these dogs learn the true meaning, and right you when you learn the true meaning of Christmas. I'm like, oh, we're gonna hear a lot about Jesus. aren't we?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss that one.
Just skip on by.
Oliver Platt though, he's another one of those guys. Like whenever he pops up in a movie, I'm like, I get instantly happy. I'm like, okay, I've got somebody who I'm going to like in this movie. He's always likable. He was in Working Girl, Flatliners, Postcards from the Edge, Beethoven, Betty and June. He was Porthos and the Three Musketeers. That one was like
Kiefer Sutherland.
yeah,
And...
Charlie Sheen,
Yeah.
and whatnot.
No. You just mixed up Young Guns. You're like
No, who was the other one? It was not Charlie.
Kiefer Sutherland, Oliver Platt, Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell was D'Artagnan. He was the fourth Musketeer. There was the
Right.
third one, and I
Shit.
feel like
Is
it was
Lou Diamond Phillips?
Emilio.
I
I don't know. It's somebody.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
the
matter. I'm
Musketeers
gonna
are in
look it
there.
up. I'll look it up eventually. It's funny. I don't know if you noticed who's playing pool there. That's Jim Caviezel is playing pool right now.
That's him right there to the left.
Yeah, yep.
No way.
So we'll get into him in a little bit. This is a very early role for him.
Holy, look at that guy's hat. It's loud as fuck.
Yeah, but something interesting about Oliver Platt too. He's related to the royal family. He's actually Prince William's third cousin.
No
through,
shit.
Yeah, he's like Princess Diana's second cousin.
Watch
or
this
whatever.
guy's striped shirt just fuck with the camera.
Yeah, it's called moire.
What?
That's actually what
Is that what the actual term
Yeah,
is?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, holy
moire.
shit, man.
Hey, I went to school for this shit. I
Fucking
know
right. Might as well
words.
put that to use, eh? Put them big bucks.
I really like this
Ooh.
because this movie to me is like a heist movie. This guy reminds me
Yes.
of Jay Moore or something awful.
He reminds me of Jay Moore
Yeah.
mixed with the other dude from Roxanne.
Oh my! I was gonna just say
Steve,
Michael
the
Rappaport.
Steve Martin one.
Yeah.
The dumb guy.
Yeah, he was also in Top Gun.
Yes.
Yeah, I can never remember his name. I always want to say Michael Rappaport, which is obviously wrong.
Fucking Michael Rappaport. The fuck you.
I like that this town is made up only of the people who are boxing in this movie. So when we get to the boxing portion of this movie,
It's a
will only see
boxing
this guy.
town.
I did, but like literally,
I love that mischievous grin
yeah.
that Oliver Platt had there.
yeah,
He pulls it off very well. He seems like he's very mischievous.
Yeah. So we got Jim Caviezel, obviously. Look at how young he is here.
Oh, there he is again.
You know, he was going out to be like a pro ball player, like basketball player. And actually, he's uncredited in Blue Chips as one of the basketball players. This was right around the time that Shaq was playing.
No
and
shit.
And he injured himself, so he had to give
I
up.
guess I'll be an actor.
He gave up his dreams, and he's like, "Well, I'll try out acting." And then it like slowly but surely, he was in like My Private Idaho, Wyatt Earp. He was in G.I. Jane, Thin Red Line. I wrote Thin Blue Line, but that's not correct.
Everybody beats up Jesus.
Obviously, Passion of the Christ, where he
Yeah.
was struck by lightning, which is a great way. He's in Frequency, the
Oh,
remake
God,
of
what
The
a film.
Prisoner. He actually turned down the role of Cyclops in X-Men
What
to
the
be
fuck?
To be in Frequency.
Oh,
So that went well for him.
Holy
And
fuck.
then he actually really tried hard to get the role, Brandon Routh's Superman role. But then they actually thought he was too famous from Passion of the Christ, so they didn't want him.
Like they were like, hey, what's this guy in?
Well, I was just wanting to talk about him next. This is where is his name? Thomas Wilson Brown. You know him from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, most definitely.
What a man! We should watch Honey, I Shrunk the fucking Kids, man.
We'll get there. I love that movie.
Fuck yeah, me too.
We need to talk forever, and I'm gonna just put it down right now. My goal for this show is to interview Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my
Don't tell me what
mission
my
for the-
goddamn mission is.
No, I'm telling you that you. Well, tell me
my
that's not
mission
your
is to be arrested pantsless at the Waffle House.
Well, that already happened, so you got to get
Oh,
a new
yeah.
mission. Rick Moranis. it
Okay, I'll
is.
get on that. Yeah, I get in on that one.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he's like there's always got to be like the smooth talking con man in prison, right?
Yeah, well, as well, you would think
Hey,
there should
hey.
be. That wasn't me.
Get the
I don't know
fuck
what you're
out of
talking
here.
about. Fucking.
He's getting over in 2 weeks. Don't try and break out, buddy.
Yeah, don't do
Look
it.
at this. Who would you be if you were in a prison movie, but one of the major characters?
I would be wide asshole Joe.
Wide asshole Joe. He walks like a cowboy.
Such a coward. Such a coward. Is my only play is to just bend over, like get into a fetal position, ass up.
Oh, eventually they'll fuck you out and they won't want you anymore.
I don't know. I feel like I would be the guy. You know the guy like in Shawshank, the like the William Sadler or something like that,
Right.
who's friends with the right guys.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not the guy who can get you things, but I'm the guy who's close to the guy who can get you things. So maybe I don't have to pay all the time. I can get a freebie from the guy who gets you things. from time to
Sweet.
time.
I want to be like the asshole guard that just tries and fucks you guys, over the
Nice.
whole time. And then I
Nice.
get my comeuppance.
Oh, I
in
thought
the
you were
end.
just gonna go sleepers and just try and fucks you guys.
Oh, yeah, I know that too, right? I mean,
That
come
is
on.
still disturbing, but I love that movie.
It is very good. That's not a multiple watcher, though. That's like,
I watched that.
Is that Nelly Furtado?
Yeah, she's like a bird. And like, look at the shoulder pads. I remember not really getting this the first time I saw this. Like, I think this came out in '92. So I mean, the idea of a blowjob really wasn't a thing.
I got more than a kiss in the cheek,
Look
bro.
at that guy's face. Like, yeah, it was like he can only play one type of role.
Yeah.
I like.
Let's say those got some Evian shout out there in a glass bottle.
My favorite thing about con men in jail is their first thing is always to go and immediately get
Another
things
con.
started on the next.
Well, they were planning the con in prison.
because the exact same thing happened in Oceans.
Yes.
and it
That's
was like,
yes.
Like it was literally he was like the day he left he broke.
Danny Ocean.
Yeah, he broke. He broke.
Oh my god,
Pearl.
bro! Oh my
That's-
god! Oh my god!
Michael De Lorenzo, who's a brilliant guy who I love so much. You would know him from the Michael Jackson "Beat It" video. He's one of the dancers.
Yeah, that's where I know.
No, but that's his like first thing though.
Right.
And then he was also in Thriller as a zombie, but you wouldn't see him like
Right.
and point him out for that.
What do I know him
But
from?
he was in things like New York Undercover.
That's
and he's
probably
in
it.
he's in all kinds of stuff though. Like you.
Look
yeah.
at the fucking buddy. Give it up. Chop off the ponytail. Slap it on the
No,
top. Like
This
what the
guy-
fuck?
There's no way that guy doesn't
Like,
slay.
get over it.
He's got the best name too in this entire thing. His name's Orestes Matacina, and
That
he was
dude?
actually the main. He was actually like the main mobster in The Mask.
Oh,
And
the
he's
guy
the
with
guy-
the ponytail.
Yeah,
Ah,
and
everybody's in this movie.
right, exactly.
Everybody I've ever loved.
He was also in Wild Wild West. I have no idea. He was like a Spanish dignitary or something.
Wild
no
Wild
clue.
West.
See, I like how like
Bruce Dern, eh?
the work they go to the con and stuff like that. He
There's
like
Al Franken.
so like he is driving like James Woods is driving the better version of that guy's car,
Right.
which means he had to, as part of the con, buy the better version.
Buy the better
like
car.
I always want to see the budget. Like I'd like to actually see like
the con budget.
an overall invoice. Like,
Yeah.
how much did it actually cost?
Maybe
me?
rented it
Yeah, well, because like
just to
when
park it right there.
because when it all that would be all right. But like when it's all said and done, sometimes it's like, oh, to make like this much money, they had to spend almost that much money.
Right.
So if it didn't go exactly right, they'd have been fucked.
Oh, you gotta watch that overhead, man.
Mm-hmm.
Phew, I tell ya. Look at him. Oh, he's
Yeah.
putting it on here, eh?
Oh, and but nobody could have done this better than James Woods. I feel like
He
This
has
little-
like Hoggle's eyes. Look
yeah,
at this scene right here. Watch
He
his
is-
eyes dart around like he's
he
not
is-
even there for real.
He is very animatronic, but he's just one of those guys. And like again, anytime he appears in something, I do genuinely like him. And again, brilliant as the Doctor in Any Given Sunday. He's like the
Oh,
creepy
hell
doctor
yes.
in it. That's a brilliant movie.
Bruce Dern plays this character really well too, right? This
Bru-
kind of slimy dick bag,
Bruce
right?
Dern,
Like,
yeah, and he's one of those guys. Another wide career. He was in Hang 'Em High, The Great Gatsby, The Burbs. He was in Down Periscope. We were discussing.
Oh
that.
my god, my favorite film.
He was the Last Man Standing. He was the sheriff or whatever in the.
And the
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis hiding out
Yeah.
in the ice box there.
One of the many voices in Small Soldiers. He was Bill Paxton's dad in Big Love. He's in Nebraska, Will Forte's movie there.
It's supposed to be really good too. I haven't
Yeah.
seen- He was up for Oscars, wasn't
He's in Django Unchained and The Hateful Eight. He's actually got 10 projects underway right
it? Dear
now. Like
God.
He's one of two people in this that I thought was dead who
Yeah, I
has
thought he was
who
dead.
has double digits going right now. Like insane. But he actually received death threats for killing John Wayne's character in the movie The Cowboys.
No way.
It's like because he almost never died in movies, right? And so
Right.
he killed him, and people were like, "No, you killed him."
You
and
killed the
'cause
dude.
They were still in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's only one of two actors in history to work with both Hitchcock and Tarantino.
No way.
So
This
and-
guy's the man.
yeah, like he's
I love that. And that's
He's
like
got-
back at old school wrestling. And that's
Yeah.
like people really are like,
Mhm.
but he gets slashed. I remember, I don't know what wrestler it was, but this old lady leans over and slashes him with a box cutter.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy shit, lady. Like,
Yeah. That sounds like fucking.
you touch the warrior, you
yeah.
monster.
I know it's.
And do you kick an old lady out for stabbing a guy? Like, what?
I'd like to think
This
at the
day and
very
age,
least you
yeah.
politely ask her to leave.
Yeah, could you please
Yeah.
stop slashing at my belly, man?
Like
And just be, I'm being polite. Wonder what kind of beer they got in Diggstown.
Pabst. It's all Pabst.
Fucking A. That's how
Pitchers.
I drink.
Pitchers of PBR, baby.
This is how they're funding he's Shark and Pool, funneling that. Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
what's the bet here if they can get them all in?
fastest time to sink every
Right.
ball. Yeah. So, yeah, I can only see Jay Moore when I look at him, but I do totally see the guy you're
I
mentioning.
don't
as
know his
well.
name though, right?
I'm going with Michael Rappaport.
Deal.
This
It's
referee,
like 4 people here.
I would like to see. Well, this is just like a
like a sparring session or something, right?
More
Like
or less, it's like a train. Well, they've got a flat out ref. This is a very
come on
weird.
here.
This is a very weird
Well,
thing. to me.
nobody like cares that this happens.
Yeah, you'd get pretty bummed out. And he's like, "Oh, I got to take a fall." And like, when did this rule get established? Right? He's
Well,
like,
I don't
the
know. He's
richest
been
guy
there
in
for a
town.
long time, right? So why would
Yeah.
you even bet against him if he's just going to do that?
Yeah, yeah. You could literally. Well, at this point though, he can't because he's bringing in his own boxer. You're not gonna like. It's not like he can make your guy go.
Oh,
down,
right.
So-
Right. So what the fuck just happened there?
Mhm. I really like this actually, this bit of con here too. They're like, "You con me," and he's like, "I literally told you don't ask me to play you because I will beat you." And I beat you.
Yeah.
But he's so good. He's another guy he's only gotten fatter, but he never really aged.
No, he didn't.
So, like if
Well,
you
no, because
look-
that's
like,
the thing
see
that
him
you
in-
get. Okay, if you're going to be fat,
Yeah.
then you have the cherub face, you don't age, or you can be skinny and you age like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's one or the other.
I feel like I'm trying to figure out who the guy with the shiny hat would be. Like I feel like that's like a Jamie Kennedy role.
Oh
in,
my
like,
God,
Today or
yes.
something
Oh my
like that,
God.
right?
You know what? Once Tremors 9 is done shooting, you get
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie, speaking of somebody who's like aging by fat.
Oh my God.
God.
What the hell?
And I'm saying that.
Yeah,
I'll
what
tell you
happened
something.
to that guy?
I don't know. Michael Gross is probably like the way to stay cool out in these desert shoots is just to eat.
Eat out Reba McEntire's ass. some KFC hot sauce.
This is so like they're making fun of the local hero here, Charles Macomb Diggs, the guy who the town's named. That looks like Oliver Platt in the background.
Oh my God.
God,
He's
it looks
playing both. No, that's Bob Ross.
Yeah. Or it looks like, or the guy who plays, he was in Mighty Ducks and plays,
Ooh.
what's his face in Daredevil. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter.
I don't.
We don't have that kind
Well,
of
yeah,
time.
this guy
to
was
waste.
just itching to punch somebody in the gut.
Mhm. So who is, of all the people in your, who were born in our town, who's your favorite, favorite son of St. Catherine's?
Oh. You know what? I ran into Marty Calder.
Nice. I
And
like Marty Calder.
yeah, so he's cool.
Mhm.
And I told him, I was like, hey man, we used to wrestle and we saw you at this thing at Brock, and we were like, whoa, there's Marty Calder, right?
Yeah.
So who I'm my favorite son. Fuck
Nice.
that.
Yeah, we're number one,
Who
but
do
if
we
we don't
got?
count us, Deadmau5 was born here.
What?
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Alex is on fire.
Dallas Green was born here.
I know Ryan Reynolds is from around.
He's Vancouver.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's
They don't know.
literally across the
don't even look at
second
a map.
largest
Just
country in the
believe
world.
me. Who else is
was it
around
Neil Peart from Rush?
Oh yeah,
He's
Neil
probably-
Peart and one of the other guys, Alex Lifeson, I think.
Yeah, so everybody but Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
And
Damn. Okay, so the St. Catherine's favorite son.
who else? Tim Horton.
Oh wow.
Right there you go. So you got that.
I buy
going
a
for you.
chocolate milk from there, bro, all the time.
There you
And
go.
it's like half warm. I'm like, what are we even
Thanks for
doing
being-
in here?
Thanks for being a hockey player. Give me some warm chocolate. milk.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Um,
man? What are we paying for over here? This company sucks ass.
Polka great Walter Ostanek.
Walter Ostanek.
There you
Ding,
go.
ding, 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 ding. And I met him at Honey's.
Yeah,
And he signed it. I
I
might
inter-
have it. I might have it. Let me look. I'm going to look and see if I've always kept it.
that's hilarious. I interviewed. Your wallet is nicer than my wallet.
I just cleaned
don't
it
know.
out the other day.
I always
going
felt like
across the
yours
border
was just
tomorrow,
like duct
so-
tape.
It was. You should have seen it,
Yeah.
man. I had fucking
Yeah.
cards going.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I interviewed him for TV.
Hey,
Oh,
is that
Lordy.
running?
What? No, it's not. I can take a picture.
I
of
was
that.
looking for that today.
That's funny.
It's my
he just showed
old
me his
picture when I
student
was like
card from
300
Governor Simcoe.
pounds.
I don't think I even had that.
I should
card
never have made that
in
face.
2000.
Like,
Oh, that's the
my
last.
God.
That's the year after, because when you did like your bonus.
My victory lap.
Your victory lap.
Yeah, fuck
That's-
right, went for another run.
That's the best.
Oh, yeah, I got the
you
old,
still got the old health card.
I don't know if
yeah,
I
but
have it anymore. I
doesn't
might have
matter.
used it to chop up lines. Walter would have wanted it that way.
That's funny. But
Put
the
on the polka. Polka.
But yeah,
all
we
night
interviewed
long.
him, like, because I guess he would do like Niagara College interviews all the time and stuff like that.
Oh,
right?
he's
we
the
went and
reason the
interviewed
Me
him,
Too movement
and he's
started.
he's such a TV pro. So like you gave him the mic, and like usually you have to instruct somebody on how to put the mic on and stuff like that, and offer them help. He just dropped trow and like started strapping on his mic and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, he's like pants unzipped and like half.
You saw
down.
Walter
I was like-
Osnak's
I
penis?
saw, no, not his penis, his underwear
Oh.
though. And but really nice guy. He was super cool.
Walter
and,
Osnak's accordion molested me.
Yeah, I don't know why. I saw a lot of him. We used to go to like those weird like Polish festivals and stuff like that.
Sexually.
Remember, that's where I busted my face open on that park ride. Remember, I'm positive you were there. I was hanging from like that rocket ship ride, and I was hanging from the very tippy top of it.
Okay.
And I let go, and I started just banging front ahead, back ahead, front ahead, back ahead, front
Oh
ahead.
my God,
And then I
yes.
fell,
you were
10
like,
feet to the
dum, dum,
ground.
dum, 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 dum.
And
Yeah.
I felt like 10 feet
You
to
get
the
a lot of
ground.
brain injuries occurring. I think this is really explaining a lot.
Oh my God, what would I be able to accomplish if I didn't keep getting hit in the face by metal?
Constantly. Oh, yeah.
It looks like he's wearing he may wear
It's like
well
a
be.
shower
I
cap
was just gonna
filled
say,
with
ice.
ice. Yeah, I think it is
I think
actually.
that's precisely what it is. That's actually a little
It's
life
not a bad
hack.
idea.
It's a little life hack they say is to make an instant ice bucket is to make fill a shower cap with ice, and then you can stick like a bottle of wine in it,
Yeah,
and then it'll stick straight up.
that's the best way.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do on the boats and stuff too, man. Just get a bunch of ice poured into the sink or your.
Yeah.
What you do is you put a garbage bag in your little garbage.
Yeah,
Fill that up halfway, throw your beers in. Plus, then they get cold super fast.
yeah,
Real, but you got to make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it's kind of a little melty.
yeah.
Not all the way.
Bringing all
Half
the
and
information
half.
to you guys this time.
Half and half.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna help you get through life, people, man.
Yeah.
We'll be like your life coaches.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
We couldn't be our own, so we got to try to
No.
be
You know,
somebody's.
those who can't do teach.
Right?
You know, I
That's a-
can't live my life properly, but I can
Yeah.
maybe fake it for you.
I definitely know the theory of living your life properly.
Dig that suit.
He's the type of Harry where I'm like, ew, that's gross, Harry. Then realize I'm that Harry, and I'm like, oh, I should probably just wax my whole body then, right?
Oh God, your wax bill would be up through the roof. Then it comes in like twice as thick.
I was like, I would need the Death Star for laser surgery.
Oh
like,
my
it would be-
lord. You're gonna be like
Uh,
fucking what's his name, screaming out Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Oh my
You're gonna
God.
be like Robin Williams in a
I've
wool sweater.
I've considered doing it, but I'm so
Don't
afraid of the
fuck
pain.
that.
I like.
Oh, what a win.
I like the whole idea.
This is the first time in like half an hour we see friggin'
Mhm.
here he is.
He looks so old
Look at
with the hair like that too. Eh? It's the fix of the hair.
Are you gonna
Makes
do
it
that? Hey,
better.
look at you.
Oh no, I'm never doing that. I'm never letting that. Go
Never
on
did
like
it.
that.
Never doing it.
Not gonna happen. So yeah, it's Louis Gossett Jr. here. Obviously, his
I think they're playing him even older. Like I don't think he's this
Oh.
old, but they're
Oh,
making
hell
him
no.
like older.
yeah, hell no. He's again, it's the black don't crack thing. Is he
Black don't
Speaking of which,
crack.
I just watched. My mom was watching. What's it called? Dancing with the Stars, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on. He's 71 years old, and he looks younger than people who are he looks younger than Dirk Nowitzki, who's like playing currently.
right now, yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, oh my God. He did a very weird shimmy though, and there's certain things you can't do when you're 7'4".
Yeah.
And dancing is definitely one. of them.
Hell no.
They actually
was he
had
terrible as fuck or what?
he was terrible, but they did a kind of a brilliant thing. His dance partner was sitting on the shoulders of another dancer, so they were the same height, and then she was dancing. The girl underneath, such credit to her. She's doing the spins, and it looked like
With
it was
another
one,
girl on her shoulders.
Yeah, it looked like it was one person dancing.
So Kareem
except it
Abdul-Jabbar got
clearly
two
wasn't.
chicks.
Yeah,
Just like in real life.
for a moment. No, that was Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh yeah,
But
that's Will Chamberlain. That's right.
I'm sure Kareem was
Oh,
laying out
I'm
his
sure.
jam.
I'm sure Kareem banged one of the Kardashians at some point in time.
Oh my God. Which
they're
which
only
Kardashian
happy
was
and
good then?
what if they're only happy if like they're being cheated on by a basketball player.
Uh-huh. I like the idea of setting up this giant con without even asking the guy if
Yes.
he's willing to do it.
Well, he
To the
knows he's
point
so
where-
good he will con him into it too.
Yeah, sure. Because like that was the thing. He lets Oliver Platt, and he's like, "Yeah, I haven't asked him yet." And then,
I like too that he's apparently gonna try and win his own money back that's owed to him.
Yeah, pretty.
Well, he'll
much.
probably get more, but you know what I mean? It's the idea of, it's like, why do I gotta work for you twice to get the money you owe me from the fucking first time?
I know. So Louis Gossett Jr. He's another guy I honestly didn't think was alive. That's Louis Gossett Jr.'s actual wife.
No way.
At the time, I think they're divorced now, but
Aw.
or one of them's dead. I don't know. But
Which counts as a divorce.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Tell death to you. part.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's one of yeah. He's got. I honestly thought he was dead though, and he's got 11 projects underway. But he was his big
Louis
breakout-
Gossett Jr.
Yeah, a lot of things you've never heard of or whatever. But I mean,
Or
was one of
and
them.
don't want to.
Yeah, probably. But he was in Roots, was his big thing. Jaws 3D, he was in. Iron Eagle was another big thing for him. He was the first African American Oscar winner for Best Supporting Actor for Officer and a Gentleman. He was in Dolph Lundgren's The Punisher. He was in
the real Punisher.
the real Punisher. He actually was supposed to be in Brian's song instead of Billy D. Williams, but he tore his Achilles training for the movie.
Do you
So,
think?
so Billy D took it, and then that's what got him Roots. So both of them got their breakouts by him tearing his
Achilles heel.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, do you think that the reason the big companies didn't pick up our version of Roots, the musical comedy, because we demanded we star in it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I'm sticking to my guns. They'll come around.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll come around.
I'm sorry if I don't look like Kunta Kinte. Who do I look like? I definitely don't look like No Toby.
That's your. I'll play Toby.
Yeah, there you go. It's the same dude. Remember, he's like, your name is Toby.
Oh, that's
Kunta
right.
Kinte. Watch.
We'll play the same character. It's a demanding role.
Nice, yeah. It's like the Olsen twins, only completely
Exactly.
desperate looks.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be a great thing? We're a package deal. We'll play the same character.
Yeah.
We'll switch out. Like it'll be.
They won't even notice.
I think we just came up with another sketch that we're gonna do.
Sweet.
I love.
Look, he's like, you son of a bitch.
This is a good comedy scene too. This is like one of those old school comedy scenes where it's just all one sided.
Yeah.
I like.
He's
look how-
talking himself into it right now.
He looks
Yeah.
so disheveled there. He looks like
I know.
he looks like they woke him up from a mental institution.
He looks like that the reason he's in a mental institute because he won't stop doing the scene from Risky Business over and over and over.
Pick me up at 8.
Pick me up at 8 o'clock, motherfucker.
See, I don't know. Like, why did they? I still don't know why they picked him. Picked him for the role.
Louis
Like,
Gossett.
is it because he looked old and he looked out of
Well,
shape?
he was
but
right
sort
for
of
the
is?
role, man.
He's the right guy. It's just it's weird. I don't know.
Because you're not going to believe he can beat all these people in a row, right?
Yeah.
You think maybe,
Yeah, I like.
he's an old
I think they
dog.
did a good job casting him. It just I don't know.
Who,
But
okay,
I also
well,
don't know
what
who else
year?
would have been available.
What year?
92. So they probably shot this in
92.
90, 91.
Yeah, I'm sure there was some other guys out there like Wesley Snipes with some touch of gray in, or like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if he was the thing in 92. I think he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta look. Congratulations. Look at the house on these guys. These down south. Where is Diggstown?
Well, it's not
What
a
is
place.
it? No, I know, but where is it supposed to be?
I don't think they mentioned the state probably
It's
to
just
protect
supposed to be-
everybody
right.
from like stereotypes
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. But let's go
There's
ahead.
Colin Firth. What's his name?
Yeah. I want to
Colin-
say Louisiana though.
Yeah, I was going with someone too, just judging by that house.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
kind
like
of
one
a
of those old,
plantation.
like old down south fucking. And this guy seems like a piece of shit that would love living
Yeah.
on his old granddaddy's slave land,
Yeah, well,
house
I was gonna
or whatever
say
the
there's-
fuck, right?
There's certainly a lot of like slave history in this town, and you get a lot of like the racism and stuff like that. when
Right.
You hear people talk later, and
Is this where the fight's gonna take place?
no, this is
So
where they're
whoever
gonna train-
loses, they can feed to the pigs.
Those are the pigs that they train in Hannibal to
Yeah.
eat, to eat Hannibal, which was really actually a cool like if they re-edited Hannibal and like took out some of the extra like French cop stuff, and,
Right.
like and maybe even like shaved down the weird like lobotomized Ray Liotta thing at the
Yeah.
end, like that could have been a haunting movie
Right.
of like the idea, like this weird relationship between Clarice and him, like it's almost like a love relationship,
Like a
almost a
weird,
parental relationship,
yeah,
and almost a mentor relationship at the same time,
right.
which is kind of true because he was like helping
He
her
was.
at
He
the
helped her
beginning
find
and stuff
Buffalo
like
Bill
that, right?
in a
And
weird way.
the same way, like that's what I liked about the other Hannibal stuff when he's like
Red
helping,
Dragon.
when he's helping Will, what's his face, figure all that stuff out too,
Right.
right? And like that was just his thing.
Oh, he likes to be helpful. He
Yeah.
loves a good yarn.
He's a helpful motherfucker. Actually, something blew my mind, and I don't know why it blew my mind because I actually figured it out myself. I'm sitting there and I'm like, the guy who plays Charles Macomb Diggs, and when we see him, we'll get to it. But I was sitting there and I'm like, you kind of reminded me of when I was just thinking about doing the movie and
Right.
stuff like that. He reminded me of this person, and then sure enough, I look it up. I'm like, oh yeah, it was 100% that person.
Same
And
guy.
and that's exactly how that, like with the Honey I Shrunk the Kids with the other guy too. It's just like, oh yeah, hey. So we're about to see.
I don't dig this. The sign says "Beware of dog." There
Yeah.
are multiple dogs in there.
Well, the only one's bad though.
Ah,
So like,
he gets the other ones riled up. Yeah.
and he's the one who turns into Snoop Dogg. in the-
Snoop Dogg.
so
Oh, Heather Graham.
Heather Graham looking as
How
sexy
old
as
is
ever.
she here?
Like 4.
Fucking right
But-
on.
Heather Graham, I think a big thing, like you remember in Bowfinger, how she's always ends up like in a relationship with different people and stuff like that.
Yes.
Very much her real life, which was kind of sad to me. Here's a list of the people she has dated through her career, through her early career: Adam Horowitz, Corey Feldman, Matt Dillon, Adam Ant, Kyle MacLachlan, Jon Favreau, Elias Koteas, Stephen Hopkins, Ed Burns, Heath Ledger, Russell Crowe, Benicio del Toro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matthew Perry, Josh Lucas, Scott Speedman.
Jesus.
And there's other names who I don't recognize. And then also, while this movie was being shot, James Woods.
No way.
So like,
Well, she's a very beautiful woman, so all the men are after her.
yeah, and that's
It ain't hard for a girl like that to get a boyfriend right after the next one.
and find out he's a creep.
Her
and then
titties look beautiful under that. Look at
she
how
is-
pert they are under that goddamn
She's
shirt.
a gorgeous woman. A weird little history though. She played the young Marianne Benedict in Twins, like when she gives up the babies.
Look. Oh my
I know.
God.
But yeah.
Ugh.
So like when she has little Arnold and Danny DeVito, that's her in it, and she's uncredited in that role.
Good for
Obviously,
James Woods.
She was in Twin Peaks. She was in Degrees of Separation, Swingers, Boogie Nights, Lost in Space, Spy Who Shagged Me, Bowfingers I mentioned. Her parents actually made her turn down the lead in Heathers because the language and stuff was too risque.
Right.
Then she goes and does Boogie Nights, and they
Yeah.
disown her.
And they disowned her.
Yeah, they were like, so it's according to the thing.
What the fuck is she supposed to do?
Oh,
Like what?
fuck.
Be starring kids movies? Come on.
Yeah. Well, I think she's. Oh no, that was.
I wonder how
Alicia
old she was here
Silverstone.
for James Wood to be banging her. I mean, but all into Hollywood, it doesn't matter.
They-
Age ain't nothing but
According
a
to
number.
according to what I read, it was half his age. So figure out what
Fucking
his age.
A.
It's probably easier to figure out his age and then divide by 2.
He's probably almost 50.
Yeah. Oh.
I think for his entire life, he's been almost 50. Like, fuck.
He was born and they didn't even bother like weighing him or measuring him. They carbon dated
Yeah.
him, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
They're like, we've got him at almost
Say he's
50.
50. Doesn't he look like Al Franken mixed with Colin Firth, that dude with the glasses?
Yeah.
Here, let's show
I
him
was
again.
gonna say he looked kind of like what's his face, Stuart Smiley or whatever. Like
That's him.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that who you said?
That's Al
Oh,
Franken.
Al Franken. Sorry, I thought I only heard Oliver Platt
And
again,
Colin
and I was
Firth.
just like,
Every word that's come out of my mouth tonight is just Oliver Platt.
that's all I
Over and over.
heard. Man.
Brewster, drink.
I've-
Nice glass.
This is a good scene, but I feel like it could have been an even meatier
Right.
scene because like this is when they're basically,
Hashing it out.
but it's kind of like you could treat it like a little bit of like a sword fight of conning. It's like, well, I'm going to get this little piece of information in because that's going to help me pull off my con. Well, I'm going
Right.
to slip this piece underneath it because that's going to help me get at my con. And that does work out that way in the end. But I feel like you could have had these guys kind of dance a little bit verbally.
Right. A little bit more sparring.
Because really, like, it was just a bunch of people screaming, and then they're like, "Stop it!" And then they each like say 3 lines.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's agreed.
That's all he needs.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he needs.
He looks like such a weasel. But
Yes,
he's
he
Laura Dern's
does.
father. So let's keep that in mind. Laura Dern, she's in Jurassic.
Laura Dern's father demands your respect.
Yes, for fuck's
And
sake.
deserves it.
'Cause she's in a Star Wars movie and a Jurassic Park movie, and
She was good
she
in
was
The
sexy,
Last
too.
Jedi too.
She was sexy.
It was Last Jedi, right?
Yeah, she was.
Why do
Very
you think
good.
anybody on the bridge of a spaceship is
You
sexy?
have no fucking idea. Oh my god, I still want to finger Spock so bad. Yeah. Oh, he just It's
You
not.
want
The
a
camera's
Spock,
not on.
a fuck.
Every time the camera's not on, Todd plays to the camera, and then every time I turn the camera on, he leaves the room.
Oh, fuck it.
So it's like he doesn't exist.
That's right.
I like that little move.
What the hell was that slide? Was that the cap?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that. See, that was a little good piece of that sparring, because they're like, any person residing in this county is a Diggstown man, and he's like, no, anybody residing here today is a Diggstown man. He's like, I win. I love this. Like, you've got all the guys training.
Did they make the rules where he's got to fight 10 dudes? Is it 10 dudes in a row?
10 dudes in 24 hours.
Ah.
So they
just agreed on it. Like, that's not like a little thing, and they're like, you got to fight 10 guys.
Well, literally what happened was, again, so Oliver Platt starts the
Whoa.
whole thing. Yep. Oliver Platt starts the thing by saying that this guy could take any 10 of your boxers in a day. And like, even though this is a boxing town, and so then they work out. So they were saying
Rocky style, Rocky 3 style.
Yeah.
Look at him.
So the two big points that they're making is that Diggstown is in this Oliver County. So they want to count everybody within the county, not just the town, because it's such a small town.
Right.
And then he wants to make sure that he gets 24 hours in the day, not like 9 to 5.
Not some
day or
rip
something
off. Like,
that.
yeah.
Or not that he has to face them literally one after
One
the
after
other.
another. I forgot about that. I thought it was one
Yeah.
after another.
Well, he does have breaks. So
Oh
there's-
my God. Oh God.
So
Oh
say
Jesus.
Say
Hell
what you know
no.
this man from.
Oh my
Say
God.
what you know him from. This is Charles Macon Diggs. Who does he play?
I can't even. I'm so terror-filled. I can't even. I
Say
can't even speak. He's the.
Charles
You
Macon
say it.
Diggs. The actor's name's Wilhelm von Homburg, and he was Vigo the Carpathian in Ghostbusters.
And goes the
too.
guy in the painting.
As well, and he looks like he could be nothing. He also looks like a broken Christopher Lambert.
Broken. Like if Christopher Lambert was painted by Salvador Dali.
Look, I melted a Highlander.
What was that guy giggling about over there?
He also, because that's the little twist where you find out that he's on his side, because he thought he was one of Bruce Dern's guys, right?
Right.
See, and that's
He's
another
a
thing.
plant.
It's the long con. It's like you had to like put this guy in.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Look
look at
at him
Sexy
creeping.
big dogs. She is like off the charts sexy.
Yes, she is.
And she still is. Like when she was on Arrested Development for like an episode or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was hot in that. Like she again aged very well. Very well. Yum yum yum. is what
They
I'm saying.
like you. That one dog looked like he was
Yeah.
gonna rip his head off. That's the troublemaker. That fucking German
that's
Shepherd.
the one you got to beware of.
Yep.
Well,
Look
fucking
at her looking at him. I wonder if it took a lot for James Woods to get her into bed.
no.
I don't think so either. I think she's a slut.
No,
and there is nothing wrong with it. God bless their slutty hearts.
Yeah. Well, we look at her list of men, and I feel like that was all in like.
There's
an
definitely a
8-month period.
type, though. They're all black haired, like same kind of body type, most of them.
Depending on when she was with them.
Oh, you know,
because, I mean, like-
she goes through phases, but always black hair.
But can you imagine somebody whose list includes Russell Crowe, Benicio del Toro, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Corey Feldman?
Nice.
That's just like,
Oh, yes.
like, see, this is the thing. I think that like there's a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. There should be a 6 degrees of Wiener Cousin for Heather. and Graham.
Wiener cousin.
I feel like. Like,
6 degrees of Heather Graham's.
Yeah, it's
Flaps.
like I feel like I could probably get to her like via a few degrees, right? I love that guy's hat. I want to own it. I want it to.
I
be
know.
mine.
I think it's pretty sweet, too. Get a rush on it. That looks like those shoes you used to have. Remember when we went to see friggin' what's that talk show? And you're like, yeah, I got shoes just like that at home. Those are pretty cool. And the
Oh,
guy was
yeah.
like, I don't know what it was, what
That
the hell
was-
they were talking about. But everybody was like, you're
Yeah.
great. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. And I stood up and was like, fuck this. And everybody was like, boo.
Yeah.
They cut me out.
They totally
They
cut you.
totally cut me
well,
out.
because you said something funny, but it wasn't funny to anybody else. It was funny to you, me, and like one other person.
I know exactly
And
what
then-
I said.
And then
I was like, because everybody's gets something, they're like, oh, you're like great. And Joe's like, oh, I got a pair of shoes that look just like your outfit. You look great or whatever. And I'm like, fuck this. And so I stood up and I was like, you look like a representation of Michael Jackson, the later years.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like a hush, like a tumbleweed with a cricket that's blowing his brains out rolls past me.
The only thing funnier than that was it was Camilla Scott was the name of the girl. It was very much like a Ricky Lake kind of show or whatever. And the idea of the show was I'm embarrassing my parents. It was actually a very early TV appearance of Tom Green. It was before he was famous.
Oh my God, Tom Green was there?
He was still on.
I was probably so mortified that I just bombed out on Camilla that,
Yeah, he was still on Ottawa like public access at that point. And he was and I remember that happened and I was giggling and stuff like that. But the thing that made me laugh was when she goes, "That's it, that's your question."
That's it. That's
and
your
I
question.
Died.
Yeah, she shut me down pretty hard, not gonna lie to you.
That was good.
Not gonna lie to you.
It was so good. I actually have a picture of me still floating around here somewhere from when because we did that show and we also were on we were in the audience for Deanie Petty.
Oh my God, yes.
Which was the same thing. And there's
Kiss the Rain.
And I did the and they were doing a warm-up thing and they had like a it was like a Pictionary kind of game. They were just having people play
right
kind of, and I went up there with somebody and we won, and then I just like I posed out, and it's a picture that I think Patty, our teacher, took, and it's just me like posed out and I've got like this like gay little beard, and it was just it's a very good picture. I was a good looking kid.
Fucking right, you're still a good looking kid.
As soon as I shed off all these fucking pounds.
No, ain't nothing. Ain't no thing.
It was staple my stomach
no
and my
thing,
asshole
player.
and get this sorted out.
Yeah, that'll sort it out all right.
Yeah, I bet you. See, I like too that the whole idea of getting through this is not for him to beat them; it's for them to con through as many people as possible.
Yeah,
he's like,
well, it's like jury selection almost, right? They're like, okay, I don't like this guy, I like this guy.
Are you saying that this is similar to Bull on NBC?
I am.
I think it's NBC. I don't really give a shit.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's literally like he's selects.
Isn't that the guy from NCIS or one of those shows?
Yeah, he's like if the mentalists select juries was basically the thing.
It's like it's his thing.
Except like every other,
he's never lost a juror.
Yeah, it's like every other procedural show though. Instead of him just doing that, which would be his job, and they're like, oh, okay, we won the case. You did it. He helps solve the crime.
Of course, he does. Isn't it really popular?
It is the same kind of popular that NCIS is.
So popular.
Like it's old. It's like older people.
Do you which one is with the black-haired girl in the lab?
That's
that
NCIS.
Girl drives me up the fucking wall, and I'm like, how? Apparently, she was voted like the best character on TV, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
She literally just had her last episode on that show.
Oh,
actually.
Good, Jesus!
I don't know.
Christ.
I've never seen
all
an episode
the girls
of the show,
on those shows are the same. They're like these quirky, weird, like I'm a quirky, weird girl.
Well, it started. Yeah,
I'm sassy. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That started on CSI, I think.
Oh.
So very good timing that this train came across just in time to discover her brother's dead body.
Yes. Who killed him?
Mm-hmm. It's a very
Bruce
weird.
Dern.
Yeah. Like what? Oh, you can see a bit of his.
Oh,
ass,
that's Ty
too.
Cobb.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you get. Why would she know to run over there and look in there?
Well, she didn't, and then somebody said it's.
Hey, it's Heather Graham's character's dead brother.
That was well. They said his name. Somebody said his name because it's a small town. They all know each other.
Yeah, they know. I know that dead ass anywhere.
Yeah. I'll tell them you fixed what fight? No fights have occurred yet.
True that. Nobody runs with a week to go.
Yeah. It's very. What? Now, to me, I don't really understand the point of because it's not like he was going to be a part of the fight. He was going to be a part of the not the fix,
right?
But finding out about the things, like finding out about the finances. But I mean, like, really, there's nothing like it just makes no sense to me why he died or like what that does other than to just keep an extra character off the screen.
Yeah, it fuels the rage to beat this guy.
I honestly wonder if they just had a version of this movie where he was still in it and he came and it probably just like the dialogue slowed down because now all of a sudden you have this slow character between these two people going, "Hi, sister." There's like my impression of him is more of a Terry Funk.
Pretty much.
You have to go. Oh, that's not even close.
When you first did it was good.
Yeah. When I'm not trying. Listen, you asshole.
like, oh yeah, James.
Yeah, his dick is.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. He's probably ramming it right into her.
It's out and it's just rubbing. He's rubbing it up and down on her thigh because it was totally acceptable at this point. I like that he said he's like, I'm gonna give him the best funeral that this town's ever seen, and it's a very average funeral.
Look at all the flowers.
That's our. Oh, actually, I don't remember.
The
this
truck
shot, so
is
I-
there because once people leave, they're all going back in the
This-
truck.
This looks like it's like the Puerto Rican Day parade for this.
There's way more flowers.
Yeah. See, this is why I
Oh,
think
here
this
we
is
go.
Louisiana.
This is what I'm talking about.
When do you?
Oh, she looks hot as fuck in that thing.
Oh yeah. She looks like
Women
a
in
baby.
mourning are
No,
hot.
She looks like a baby in that shot. I can't watch that shot because
That's the only shot I'll ever need to see in my life.
She's wearing very similar to jeans to what they like 20 somethings are wearing now. They're kind of more high waisted.
Right. She's a trendsetter, man.
No, it's because that's come back into fashion. Is the
Oh, it all
problem.
comes back around, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for the grunge to come back.
Oh
'cause I
my
didn't
god,
throw
grunge
any of
never
that shit
left,
away,
man. Fucking
and
right.
I never washed it.
That's
So it's
that's
really
real
grunge.
grunge. That's the real grunge, man.
I was too depressed to do
I
laundry.
can't wait until shitting yourself comes back around. That's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the forefront of that movement, huh? On the
If-
forefront of that movement.
If peeing your
Poo-poo?
pants, I get it. If peeing your
Poo-poo,
pants
huh?
is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Oh my god. Speaking of Sandler selling out, he is on him and Chris Rock are on the season finale of Kevin Can Wait to do him the ultimate solid.
Oh god.
They're like, he's probably went to them and he's like, Sandler, I need your help. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my show because Leah Remini did not save it. And
yeah.
let's want to talk about this guy, Dwayne
Scientology.
Davis.
Is that buddy
on
on the right?
He was. I only really knew
Battery's
him.
not included.
No, that is not the
Damn
guy.
it.
Battery's not included. That's dude from The Wizard.
Okay, yeah.
No, this is the guy from.
Where have I seen
He
this
was in.
guy
He was in
at?
the program.
That's it.
football. He was also in Summer School. He was in Necessary Roughness. Always playing a friggin' football.
Yeah.
player. He was in Universal Soldier.
Okay.
And he's one of the Marines. And
The
most
program.
importantly, he was in Beetlejuice. He's one of the dead football players.
Oh, hey coach, I don't think we survived the bus
That's
crash.
that's
Get
exactly
the fuck
right.
out of here.
That's the second time we've had somebody obviously
Oh
from
my
Beetlejuice.
god, is he dead for real?
He is dead for real.
Jesus.
Also, I've got to go back and find him, but he was also in Die Hard.
This guy.
Yeah.
Look at him. He looks like right out of the painting.
He plays James in Die Hard, and I don't know who James is off the top of my head. Like
Maybe you
that.
didn't hear because you live in a wheelchair and sit in the balcony all your life.
Exactly.
But if yours are really good, then
Yeah.
you did hear.
Do you get the internet?
What's the internet?
He doesning talk, so that would you've
He
already
mentally said it.
he keeps fucking up. He's like he's just improvising these lines and he keeps like riffing off of me. He's like, you're not supposed to talk, and he gets up and does like a little shuffle. He's like, you're not.
Oh, my
supposed to-"
baby. Oh, I'll just keep it.
This is a wheelchair. I want to know. Like, I feel like that place is completely destroyed on the inside. Like nobody's really taking care of him.
Oh, yeah, it's like just run down to shit.
Mhm.
There's like a pack of wild dogs living in the kitchen.
I feel too because I believe he's at the he's in the end of this.
Who's
like,
this
he's
dude?
watching the fight.
Who is this guy?
This
in
is Charles Macomb Diggs, the boxer who
Oh, they fixed
made
his
this
fight.
town, and they fixed his fight by doping his drink,
Oh, that's right.
and then it fucked him up and gave him brain damage.
Yeah, he's all
and,
fucked up now.
Yeah, so
What other movie did they do that where they're fixing the fights with a drink?
So sexy.
Lots of them, probably.
Oz.
Oz, yes,
was
that's right.
Oz,
It is
yeah.
Oz. Good call.
Yeah.
Good fucking call, man.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I haven't seen Oz 30
Fucking
times.
Right, eh?
It's the only time I can just go, oh, I can't help but see all this anal sex. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
happening.
Dwangs and.
It's just happening. I was like, if I go
He
on
just took
friggin-
off 25 years when he
Yeah.
shaved his head.
I know. If I go on Pornhub, I can't say, hey, it just happened. What can I do? You know?
Oops.
Look at that DOS program rolling right now.
I'd like to run my hands through that woman's hair. Look at, hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm adjusting our headphones because we're having
I'm
an
gonna
issue.
adjust my penis.
Don't do it, please. That guy looks like all he's ever done in his life is try to fuck her and it not work out. And he's like, well, we'll try this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's like,
James Woods is banging her.
there's only 20 people in this town. He's like, eventually you'll have to choose me. We're the only single ones.
I think a lot of the actors are banging each other on set because they get like the set crush.
Well,
you know what I mean? They fall in love on set.
I
and-
understand that among especially young people, but like any older guy like him is just taking advantage. Like there's
No,
he's just
they're
like,
not.
he's like, I'm
Get
just
out of
going
here.
to-
Whatever.
he's like, I'm just gonna bang
Taking
this one.
advantage.
He's like, I'm gonna bang this nobody till I get to the next set, and then I bang that nobody.
Hell yes.
So
You think that, you know, you're going to talk
yeah.
a 20-year-old friggin', you know, You know, how come it's always like when an older man is banging a younger woman, it's taking advantage, but when it's a reversal, it's just like high five time.
It's because he's a famous man and she was like an up and comer.
Black China
Yeah.
is having a baby with an 18-year-old. Nobody bats an eye.
Mhm.
But the moment you hear that Bradley Cooper is going out with a 19-year-old, he's a piece of shit.
It depends. Well, I don't agree with that. I only agree with that in a professional setting. If that 19-year-old was somebody he met on set and started banging, then yeah. If Black China met that 18-year-old,
Like at
like
his high
as
school
like
reunion.
he's a dancer for her or something like that, then
Right.
that's bad. If it's
Right.
just some dude, then whatever. And I believe that.
Oh,
both
I know what
ways.
you mean. Like if it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay. It's like, hey, I'm going to hire you for something again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that to get
Yeah.
in your pants.
It's the whole reason why
the Harvey Weinstein kind of
well,
thing.
and why Louis C.K.'s thing was so bad.
Yeah.
Even though technically he was getting permission, it was kind of under the guise, and he like.
Well, your career might be ruined,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Is
It's
this the
like-
beginning of it?
This is the beginning of the
Here
fight,
we go.
man.
Look at that fucking ponytail
Yeah.
on that motherfucker.
He looks kind of like the guy from Phantasm.
Oh my God,
well,
Don
if it-
Coscarese.
No, not the director.
The
of
bald
Phantasm.
guy.
The guy who's.
We
like,
should watch Phantasm. We forgot about Phantasm.
I didn't forget. I've got it written down.
Yeah, right.
I've got my list.
Oh,
of,
nobody even knows.
I have my list by genre. So then we can go. Let's do a horror movie. This
Genre?
time. Genre.
Jean-Ray Benet Ramsey.
Oh. It was a hoax. She's still alive.
Damn right it was.
She's still alive, and she's Bruce Dern. That's how it happened. Look at that. That's
I
that
know,
John
that is
Waters
totally
pencil
her.
mustache. This guy. I don't know if you remember him. This is Fish on the right, who's their like cut man and stuff like that. He was in the episode of Seinfeld when it was like, I had the pony.
Oh, yeah.
And all that. He was.
I don't
the
know. Who's
husband
got
of
a
that
pony?
super old man. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's the only real. I looked him up, and that was because I was like, I know him from somewhere, and then I saw that. I'm like, it has to be that, because I don't recognize any of this other stuff.
Oh, look at this. They're like fucking over all the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
They gave one guy laxatives. One girl fucked his brains out, so he's half dead.
Yeah, exactly. I like that, but I like that they kind of kept it simple sometimes. Like it's not like they just tried to fix every fight. They're
Right.
Like, we're gonna.
This guy's gonna have the shits. This guy's his car's gonna break down,
Yeah.
aka explode, killing him and his whole family.
Yes.
Very innocent con.
It's definitely a good group of boxers.
Like,
well, they're just like
you don't know if these guys are any good.
no, but I just mean like they got big dudes.
Oh,
to,
right. Like what?
Like you got guys who I believe would like be good in a fight, you know?
Yeah, like I wouldn't be fucking with you. Well, I don't fuck with anybody at the bar because I'm a raging pussy. But
Well, you should just also not fuck. Like, there's no reason to fuck with people in any scenario. There's
I'm
like-
insecure.
Oh, there's
Girls only like me if I'm fighting. No, they don't.
That's what happened to Jim Caviezel. Look at how baby.
Look at him.
Never
Oh
in
my
a
God,
million
Tim
years-
See him
He-
there?
he
You totally
looks
look like Tim
very
Curry.
good.
No, you're right. Though there's no. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I give off this energy that says to people, well, I'm going to go fuck with that guy. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but I've been in so many situations where dudes come up to me and are just like, fuck it, and I'm just like, oh, buddy, go away. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Mhm.
What? You're not impressing anybody. What's your problem?
Yeah.
And I'm literally not even doing anything. I didn't even like, grab a girlfriend's ass or anything. I'm like, I'm really, you know,
Not that time.
just chilling. Yeah.
a
Maybe I grabbed his dick accidentally
little bit.
with my naked foot.
Yeah. I like though he lays out he like lays out the entire plan. Like he has a complete strategy for like every single person. It's like,
Right.
this person's to damage this person's to damage that, this person's to
Because
wear
they
him
know
out,
this dude's good.
Yeah. Well, he's not underestimating, which I like. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like even though they saw earlier, he's like, oh, this is as fast as he can go and stuff. He's like, and this is exactly what he says. He's like, if he's actually made it this far, he's like, that means he's a friggin' monster. He's got a heart.
Yeah, he definitely is not underestimating him.
Because his money's on the line, and he knows that. And at this point,
What's the deal? Does you win the whole town?
so well at this point, no. The bet it keeps escalating.
It's for
escalating.
$25 in bragging rights.
It was 10,000 against 100,000.
Oh, so they put up 10 and he's got to put up 100 grand.
Yeah, no, I think it's the other way. Actually.
Oh my God, what kind of a fucking deal is that?
And then
Oh, because they know then as it goes on, they're gonna They're gonna bilk him. Is it really that? So they put
I'm
up
pretty
100
sure.
grand and he puts up 10.
I'm pretty sure because he had to get they had to get.
If you had 100 grand, why would you want to win 10?
I don't know, but he had to get they had to get a loan from that ponytail guy to get this money. So I was like, there's no way he needed a loan to get 10 when he freaking bought a Mercedes.
Yeah.
To come.
Well, I just wouldn't understand if you got 100 grand, why the fuck would you just try and use that to scam 10 grand more?
I know. Well, but the scam is you get him into the bet and then
keep getting him to go more and more. Right.
So what happened was that's the initial bet between Oliver Platt and him. Then he's already upped the bet for more.
Right.
And then I think
he looks like he's
100
taking
grand
little
against
bets out of the
million,
crowd there too or something, right?
Yeah, like there's all kinds of stuff going on. So
side bets, double sides.
Yeah. I do find Louis Gossett Jr., even like being a little out of shape and stuff, to be physically intimidating. Why did they bring him?
He said he wants to be there. He wants to watch Louis Gossett Jr. kick the shit out of these guys. The one thing he didn't
do was say something.
And at the very end, he's going to stand up and do the slow clap.
Mm-hmm. They all honestly look like they're like, oh my gosh, a Negro. Like they're just like so.
I thought we banned those from the town years ago.
Only the ones that were good athletes that like, help us. But like this guy, like all these guys look like they just went and got boxers. Like that guy looks like he looks like
he would kick some ass.
He looks like he played like Jake LaMotta in a TV movie or something like that, or Rocky Marciano or something.
Rocky.
Like that.
Ooh, there's the prom queens down there hanging out.
But I like him in this. He's got he's the wily veteran and
don't underestimate old Louis Gossett Jr. baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, got the Miller Lite guy coming.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now we know what they drink.
Okay. So wait a second.
Oh, they have a disco ball in there for some reason too.
So do you think that, like each fight you have to charge? You know, like I gotta leave, come back, buy another ticket, or could I buy like the season pass for a little bit more, like the bulk deal where I can see them all?
I'm guessing that's probably the case.
Like you pay for one ticket and you get the whole thing, right?
That referee is an important person in miscast commentary history. That referee is Benny the Jet Urquidez, who was a fight choreographer in Roadhouse, as well as in Ninja Turtles.
Benny and the Jets.
Yes. So I don't know why he's in this because he's like a martial arts guy.
Maybe he was their fight coordinator. He probably knows more than just kicking, bro.
Yeah, I know, but you would think
topless?
Yeah, everybody's topless.
It's hot, man. It's hot there.
Yeah, there's definitely no air conditioning in any of the sets they've been on in this movie.
True. Like James Woods, come on now. Well, I guess he did all the setup work, right?
Yeah. But I like the this music is weird in this movie. Like this music sounds like it's right about before somebody's about to die.
Yes.
And I was like, this is literally the first fight in the movie.
I know. Well, he's getting oh geez.
It's kind of this did legitimately give me like worries though. And the thing I'm like the whole
he's not gonna make it.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, like he's getting killed now.
He's not sticking to the plan, this guy.
No, you gotta.
He's getting cocky. He's rope-a-doping his fucking ass. That's what he's doing. He's tiring this big motherfucker out.
But still,
he can take a shit ton of punches.
But knowing you gotta fight 9 other guys, is that how you would?
Oh, you got 24 hours.
That's true. Yeah, you could get a nap in later.
Come on.
This would be
10 guy. Jeez, I can't fight one guy for fuck's sake.
This would be a
get him.
Who called him fat? But like
some skinny guy.
Yeah, this would be an interesting one to remake.
It would actually. It'd be a great. And they'd get Michael B. Jordan or whatever.
Well, no, he can't be out of shape, old. Like
who would they get now?
It's hard. I'm terrified that it would be Kevin Hart playing.
Oh my god! And The Rock plays James Woods' role. Yeah. Jesus hell.
Who would you get?
Oh, here you go. I'm actually
waiting
to double.
Speaking of The Rock is in a wrestling movie coming up that was directed.
Fighting with My Family.
Yes, directed by.
It's about Paige.
Yeah. But it's what's it called? It's
Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, Steve Merchant is he's wrote and directed it.
I don't know if The Rock stars in it.
He's prominent in it.
Yes,
but he's not the star.
I don't think it's totally about Paige, which is crazy. Now she's the SmackDown general manager.
Yeah.
Oh, he beat the other guy. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he fell that. Somebody called him a fat fuck.
Yeah, he was.
It's running my childhood. I think I'm crying.
Yeah. So this is when you're finding out now. Like it becomes apparent that he's
nobody
throwing the fight or
nobody
whatever.
ever in high school ever did pick on me for my weight.
No.
I think because they would have known I would have verbally probably destroyed them.
I don't-
Even though it would have eaten me alive inside, probably. I would have killed them with my mouth.
I don't think that. Like, I think we were well liked enough.
We
that
were.
Nobody cared.
Yeah, nobody gave a shit.
Like, it's still funny to this day.
Like, we didn't
Like,
get-
people that we knew in high school are like, oh, you guys are doing a podcast together? That's awesome. All from very different cliques of high
Right.
school and stuff
Well,
like
when you
that.
get older, too, you realize how stupid it is, right?
Yeah, but it is. But I mean, that's how we were treated then.
Yeah.
We were not treated.
Like, we
with-
were never invited to the parties and shit, but I didn't want to go to those parties anyways.
Well, we weren't close to any of them.
Right.
We were just
Kinda there.
respected. It was
Right,
just like-
right.
And it was like, oh, these guys are good guys, and that was all that really
Yeah,
mattered.
that's good, eh?
Yeah. So we burned through a lot of these guys really
Oh,
fast.
shit. What are we on, 3?
Yeah, this is this is fight 3.
I think it's number 3, yeah. Is this one of his sons? And he gets to
This
wear
is-
the headgear,
Well,
eh?
no, it's the one's not his son. This is the one they
It's
made,
the other
like, have
guy.
Say. It's the other guy's his son, but they're like best friends.
Like the
but
son's friend.
He's like, these guys are kids, but they want to fight. So he's like, please let them wear the headgear so you don't murder them. Darth Vader. Anytime.
I know, right? He's got a headgear on, for Christ's sake.
I know. That seems a little. He's 18 years old in this too. I'd let him wear the headgear.
Only
like-
any 18-year-old can drink and fuck all night and still look that good.
I know. Well,
Oh,
Jim
because they got
Caviezel.
him drunk and then they got him laid all
Yeah,
night, right, to
exactly.
try and
Yeah,
to
because
find out the best thing. He's a fucking 18. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, there you go, buddy. Fuck.
I-
He's
I
like,
love-
fuck.
yeah.
Whoop.
I would like to see this. I mean, this isn't something that you could legally do, but I would really like to see. Oh, this is kind of bad. He gets kind of rough here. He just
Whoa.
he just throws out an N-word and then gets destroyed. Gives him a little spank.
Spanks him.
I love it. I love it so much. But
You
the-
deserve that spanking, you
Uh,
fucking asshole.
And for that, you're gonna be an Angel Eyes.
Yeah.
I still don't even know
And
what the
then,
fuck that movie was
oh,
about, other than the
Jesus.
fact that he has angel eyes.
Yeah, he's the eyes of an angel.
know.
Turn the channel because they're starving.
Starve your dogs right here.
Yeah.
I like the weird brass poles that this plays. This is probably the most expensive venue they have in the entire
Yes.
town is their boxing.
Yeah, I think this guy's all proud that he's got like the best. It's just like a regular seat, and he's like, "This is my seat." It's like, well, it just sucks just as fucking bad as the rest of
Yeah.
them do.
He's like, if I would have got here way later, I'd have been in row 3, aka the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the background who's wearing shades, and he's wearing them like a fucking champion. If they
Where
get
is
the
he?
wide shot, he's the guy directly behind him. in
Right
that
there with the
blue
little
suit.
necklace on there, or whatever,
yeah,
right?
like when you get the wide shot, you see him. It is like he is earning it.
Ooh,
what is
they
that,
just
like
bumped
those
her up to
ads?
$250,000.
Yeah, I love it. I like that.
Oh.
He's just farting. I don't like that's weird.
Like
to me.
right there, buddy.
Yeah, it's weird to me that that's how they chose to fix this guy's fight. They're like, let's make him poop.
He's gonna shit himself.
I like that. See, there's some good comedy in this too. Like it gets pretty serious, but then when
Yes.
they want it to be lighthearted, it gets very lighthearted. This guy, I thought that this was the guy from Roadhouse, and I don't believe it is. Like it's just like I don't. Like it's so sophomoric in a movie that's been fairly serious.
I
to
know,
this
right? Well,
point.
no, but that's what would happen. Everybody loves a good fart sound effect.
But
Look at
my-
buddy's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, literally.
Yeah. I like.
Oh,
like,
he's
it's like,
farting the place out.
I hate how girls plug their noses in movies.
Did you hear that was a little squeaker?
Yeah, I know.
He's out.
Yeah, but I hate.
Get a muffler for that thing.
Yeah, I hate how girls like. I was just watching something the other day too, or it was in Last Man on Earth, and they were like, somebody was like, oh, like I've been farting or whatever, and then she just puts the tips
Oh,
of her fingers
shit.
on her nose,
Right.
and like, oh, this is
Like
how
the smelling
like-
salts. Oh my god, they're gonna kill his brother or something.
Yeah, well, he knows that he fixed the fight, and he's like, now he's like, you guys got paid off, so he's like, you either.
Oh, like
You
if James
either-
Woods
yeah.
paid him off.
Yeah, so he's like, you either.
Oh, God
don't
forbid
honor
somebody does your bullshit.
Mm-hmm. What's the real threat though?
Oh, I
He's like,
remember this now.
we've got
Son
a-
of a bitch.
we've got a noose, we've got a gun, we got all kinds of stuff going here.
Yeah, this is got a couple backups. What a fucking asshole.
But look how he's physically intimidated. That was to me like in the program, he was the best person in the program.
Yes.
But his story was the best because like he was the guy who was gonna go to the pros and he gets injured and all these kind of stuff.
He
But,
was
like,
good in it too.
His intimidation things, because they always did that thing where he'd be like, "You're the guy who knocked up my sister," and all that stuff. And he's like screaming at. And he was the one. I didn't realize at the time that it was a racist thing. I thought it was something else. But he used the term "poo butt motherfucker," and I was
That's
just
a
like,
racist term.
Well, I imagine that it's to refer to the fact that his butt is is that color, is the color of the poo. But I guess it depends on the type of poo and how dark you are, or light and stuff. Like there's a
What
lot
you've
of
been eating the night before,
Yeah, exactly.
digestive issues. Just no.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I've had stuff that's come out my skin color, and that's not right.
I did have one that was like gray.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? Like a weird, and I was like, what the fuck?
So I did the only thing I could do: put it on some toast.
Oh no, you know what it was? It was after I had the beryllium enema.
Oh yeah.
And it was like the moment she's like, we're going to pull this thing out, you're going to have to go to the bathroom. I was like, no, oh my God. I was like running to the bathroom, like, oh geez.
Todd has an elective enema once every 3 months.
Oh my Lord, it is
Just to keep
wonder.
him-
You got to clean that thing out,
Yeah,
man.
just to keep him on his toes.
Damn right.
This
Oh, they're going back and forth. Look at this.
This
Couple
guy-
of bulls,
yeah.
couple of mandingos fighting it out.
Mhm. For sure. Oh no, don't say that. that took me too long. That took
You're
me
like,
too
for
long.
sure. Oh God.
No, I'm detaching myself from this conversation. Speaking of not that, the budget for this
Why
was
is that even?
$17 million.
That's not a racist term.
Mandingo is a very racist.
It is?
term. Mandingo fighting was literally getting two slaves to fight each other.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, and the thing, but I
Yes.
didn't know that was. I thought that's just what they called them.
Being a
I knew
man-
the act of it was wrong.
Yeah. Well, but everything was just what they called them. That's the point. The N-word was just what they called them at the time. So, good Lord, I don't think that Mandingo gets you punched in the face if you say it out loud.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not. But it's
couple
still
of bulls,
not great.
man. A couple of big bulls fighting it out. You know?
It's kind of like it's pushing it, like saying mulatto.
I'm
It's
riding the
kinda
line.
like-
I'm
like-
riding the line, baby.
Yeah.
That's how I live.
Yeah. Oh, good God! But the
If anybody has a problem with it, I'll fight Louis Gossett Jr. right now.
yeah,
I
he
don't
might
give a
not.
fuck.
Yeah, he's busy though.
Yeah,
you can't
making
get
like
him.
a shit ton of movies, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, you not
Oh,
stop him.
wait, what?
Look at how. He looks.
Nah, they figure out why, right?
I want to give him.
Oh man, yeah.
I want to give him his. I want to give him his due though, because he's not like an actor. He's like he was the son of a Green Bay linebacker, and he was a college football player himself, which is why he most of the time plays like athletes and stuff like that. But he's hella intimidating.
He's
in this,
good.
and then he has a hell of a moment in this one. pretty
Yes, he
soon.
does.
Like I kind of sad that between this
can't-
and the program, he didn't get more.
I know he
action.
should have actually. He's really good.
Mhm.
Well, doesn't. It's so lame.
Yeah.
What they do. Because wouldn't Bruce Dern see that he is clearly not lying down for this guy? They
Yeah.
know that Louis Gossett Jr. is awesome.
I have a weird.
So wouldn't he know? Like, okay, he's not phoning it in. Like he went all in there.
I feel like he killed them before though.
Oh, like
Honestly,
before he was even.
Yeah, because what
What a shit! I was trying not to say it. Okay,
'Cause-
I guess you know that he was gonna
yeah,
kill him. Right?
yeah.
Back. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
But this is heartbreaking.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? I totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
Until he walked in and he.
Yeah. And then the moment he has with Roy when he comes in too, and he's like, he didn't have to kill him, that sort of thing. While we're getting to that though, so yeah, the movie cost $17 million to make. It only made $4.8 million
That's
domestically. It bombed horribly. This opened in 12th opening weekend.
What else was out?
In order, Unforgiven was number 1 in its second week.
Fuck! What a good movie.
Single White Female was brand new that week. Death Becomes Her, Three Ninjas, A League of Their Own, Stay Tuned was new that week. Raising
Stay
Cain.
tuned.
Yeah. Raising Cain, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, Sister Act, Mo Money, Whispers in the Dark, and then this. And this was the only weekend that it even ranked in the box office. After that, it was already off the charts.
Gone.
So,
Fucking turd.
So it made
Somebody should have
almo-
killed this asshole at the end of this movie.
yeah. I
You
think
know,
it
not
would've
just his pride. He should have walked out after what he loses.
Yeah.
They go out, and then this guy's waiting for him in the parking lot. End a movie or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
he gets some comeuppance, but yeah, not.
yeah, but I mean, like, you should get the living
Well,
fucking
the
shit
problem-
kicked out of him at
The
least.
problem is he's in with the cops and stuff like that. So it's like it's
Right.
it's not like in Roadhouse, where basically it's the same bad guy, the guy who owns the town
Yes.
and that sort of thing. Except in that one, they basically they did him dirty when the cops weren't looking. Whereas this one,
Right.
the
They
cops
did
are
him dirty.
literally here.
Oh, they're having a little break now. What did they do? 6?
Yeah.
Was that for the first
No,
6?
I don't
Or was
know.
it more?
I think it was 5.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus. Dirty fucking pool,
I like that
man.
they're not even from this place, but they managed to get a hay truck for their distractions.
Oh, they probably went to Buddy, the closest farmer, and was like, you better drive your truck across at this
What is
exact
it?
moment.
What is it with this town and lynching? They're
Yeah,
just
it's in there.
having
It's their, it's their history.
I really like
Jesus.
I really like Michael DeLorenzo.
I think he's good too.
He's another guy who's not in enough stuff. I'm surprised he hasn't been in like more stuff like lately. I don't. He probably has been in like the odd like low rent kind of thing, but I don't know.
He's all right. I dig him. I think he
I
look
do.
good with a dangly earring.
He's a good looking fellow too, and he's like kind of. Oh my god, look how weird looking he looks now though.
Whoa.
He looks like he's like plastic.
He looks like he's on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Or is it this one? Or is that?
Holy
now?
God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Is that like,
Yeah.
that looks like Edward James Olmos mixed with Javier Bardem.
I like that. He's also in A Few Good Men. Was the other one I would have known him from? Judgment.
Judgment.
Night.
That's it. Judgment Night.
So yeah, he's got like
Dean
he's got
Koontz's Phantoms.
yeah. Oh yeah. God, you liked Dean Koontz back in the day. Didn't
Fucking
you?
A, I
Yeah.
still do.
Fuck Dean Koontz.
What? I tried. I
Dean-
couldn't get into his ranch. What the fuck?
The Koontz Ranch.
Okay, so listen to this, okay?
Yeah.
The newest Dean Koontz novel, okay?
Mhm.
An autistic boy and a golden retriever can speak mentally with a telepathic link, and they have to stop an alien invasion. In 300
I could make that into 2
pages,
movies.
and each chapter is like 5 pages. I
Nice.
always used to love it too because every Dean Koontz novel, it would be like, okay, so say that like the last sentence of the chapter is at the very top of a page. That whole page is blank. Then you flip it over. Then in giant letters is like chapter 6. And then near the bottom of that page, it starts again. I'm like, Jesus, Dean Koontz. It's actually like 100 pages loose, you know,
Yeah.
stretched out over 300.
Yeah, it's like it's like a series of thoughts.
Yeah.
That just turned into a book.
And then when you see a picture of him at the back, he's got a golden retriever and a son who's like autistic. And I'm like, no shit.
Everybody's on the spectrum in
Yeah.
a Dean Koontz novel. I like the.
I want to know what number we're at. Fuck, you were talking.
Yeah, no, he just said the second half of the lineup, so they've
So
done
6.
5.
Oh, it's 10. I
It's
keep
10.
thinking 12.
So
Holy fuck.
Oh,
They're
been-
falling out
yeah,
everywhere.
he's been
Jesus
discovered.
Christ, he's been lynched.
Hells yeah.
Every time there's a lynching, you take a drink. Like, holy fuck, man.
Yeah, no, he has no ligature marks. He'll be fine, but he's really beat up. I want to see.
Ligature. Ooh,
Yeah, I
nice,
watched
nice.
CSI like crazy. I want
Nice.
to. I like this. So he's like, "Is that eye hemorrhaging?" He's like, "No." And then he goes, "But the eye's hemorrhaging." Like he's like, "That is an old man."
They are
This weird.
pissed.
I hate this little nod.
They okay, and what's happened here now accidentally, and their little con is they are now fighting for the honor of the people and this town.
Yeah. Well, it's one. Yeah, they've gone over.
They're fucking these racist pieces of dog shit need to be taken down.
Well, as of the last fight, once the dude got killed, like Louis
Oh,
Gossett
yeah.
Jr. was all in on revenge, but he wasn't yet. He was like, if you want out of this or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, we can stop. But he's like, but we've got a lot of money in on this. And then so he's like, okay, we're good. Then his other buddy gets beat up. And he's like, all right. And that's that weird nod moment. He's like, yeah. He's like, why didn't you do that when the dude was murdered earlier? This guy just got beat up
He's
a
a
little.
slow nodder.
Yeah.
Took him a while to get that nod out.
Yeah, he's like, for what it's worth, I started nodding at the last guy, but I didn't get there.
Exactly.
So I like this too now, like, because he kind of blows his wad here. He was supposed to like slowly nudge
Yeah,
him in,
nice
like
pissed.
as
He's
as
losing
a guy-
his cool, right?
Yeah,
he's
and he's
losing
just
his,
like-
.
Yeah, he's like, I know all your fucking secrets.
Oh fuck yeah!
So I like that. I like
His
this too.
son's
It's the
having some
first-
like his son's like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah. He's so Bruce Dern is so crazy good.
Yeah, he is
in
awesome.
especially in this type
Yeah.
of role. Like his
Was
work.
he in the biker movie?
biker movie?
Him, Nicholson.
No.
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
Peter.
no.
That's
Yeah.
Fonda.
Yeah, but he was his work on Big Love. He's really old in that though, and Bill Paxton's dad and stuff like that. Out of this,
He's always
world
great.
Work. I know, but it's just like it was such a weird role because
Right.
he's playing a much older man, but then he's like, it's I
Well,
don't
he
know,
is a
it's
much
hard
older
to
man. Look at those.
they're still high and
Oh
perky
my
but far apart.
God, she
Hey.
separated them. She likes to
Yeah.
do different boob looks.
You could titty
In-
fuck
in
her with
the
a
end-
Dodge Dart.
In the end, there'll be one tit over the other. Here we go. The second half. Look at this.
This guy, he looks like a
This fucking guy.
he looks like a boxer out of
Like Punch Out.
I was just gonna say Punch Out. He's a little bit of like flamenco
And
like,
Glass
a little bit of
Joe.
Glass Joe. Yeah, he played a cop in the last scene of Christmas Vacation,
He is?
and he was a bouncer in an episode of Seinfeld, but I didn't recognize.
I
the
gotta see him closer.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good with the Seinfeld. Nope.
no,
This guy's all right, eh?
yeah.
Oh,
no,
look at him. Kiss the glove.
He's the first one who comes in because he's not hammered or anything. He's just a character.
Yeah.
He's just like, I've decided I'm a character.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. But it's like, it's hard to tell. He also looks kind of like that guy from Murphy Brown. I know.
Which
that's a
guy?
weird- the sports reporter or whatever.
Oh,
he was from Murphy
totally.
Brown.
Totally. I was like, Murphy Brown. It took me a second. I was like, Murphy
Speaking
Brown.
of which, that's coming back too.
Oh my God, everything is.
And I can't remember. They hired
Is
somebody.
Ruben's coming going to be the...
Probably not.
Nah, probably not, eh?
Well, the big joke about her is that I love that. I love that so bad. He just killed him out of sheer rage. Maybe
I
he
like
was
the
hammered,
big
I don't
show
know.
too. Of course, the big showman's like,
I like this.
oh, I think he's starting to get nervous here, bud.
This is still a weird thing for
Oh,
me.
fuck.
They explain it a lot, like towards the end of the movie, but I still don't think it's a sufficient explanation as to what they're doing, what they're about to do, and stuff like this.
What do you mean?
Well, they ask him to. They're in the
He
middle.
doesn't
of asking him-
want to...
They told him to stand up to the, stand up on the apron and then just look at him and then walk away. And then he's and he's like, well, you don't need to protect me. I'll fight him and whatever. And especially he's got the freaking thing, but it's all like the reason that they do it makes a lot of sense, but I'm still
Right.
like not sure that the rules. But I'm like, what do I?
Whatever, right?
It's
Well, no,
the
if he
local-
wants to walk, that's it. He forfeited.
But that's the thing this is where the argument comes in. Well, I don't want to get into it, spoil everything
Right.
as it
Right. Yeah,
happens,
you don't want
but-
to spoil
But
it, eh?
we'll talk about it when the moment comes. I know it's silly to not to say that.
Oh my
for a
God, did
movie
you
that's
just see
30
right
years
there?
old.
How many times have I said, Daddy, I can't do that?
I know.
Oh, God.
See, that's his voice
Oh,
alone too is
God.
what makes me think that this is Louisiana. Daddy, I can't do that. He's the only person with like a southern
I
accent.
mean,
in
he's
this
the only
entire
person actually, like, when he probably was like, hey, where are we? Okay. And I were born and raised there, all thrown on.
Yeah.
You think his dad would have a real thick one, right?
He's a weird one too though. He's a master carpenter. He's like
Him?
he still works and stuff like that, but he doesn't have like as lucrative a career. So I guess he's taken on a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
skills.
smart, right? What the fuck, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I got nothing but respect for him.
Fucking
And,
right.
like, but yeah, he's got a couple things that are
I
underway
like that
right
kind of
now.
shit.
And he looks weird. Like there's shots of him like present day where he looks like him, but then there's another one. I must have been for a movie or something where he's got like long hair and a goatee and he's like unrecognizable. I was like, that could be William Zabka from the Cobra Kai for all I know.
Right,
Like,
dude, that's crazy. I was just thinking about Cobra Kai like a second ago.
Yeah, I
This whole
still
thing
wanna-
kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be good.
I've heard some good things about it.
So what was that supposed to do to him exactly? Why
Well-
would that shake him? They just lost a whole fight.
Yeah, well, and that's the weirdness of like again they don't.
I
explain it
thought
till
maybe
later.
like they would be like, well, you never really fought him, so.
Well, again, they explain.
Okay,
it
okay,
later.
okay,
Like,
okay,
it's-
okay.
It is explained, but I just don't feel like it's
Right.
sufficient. I'm just like, no, I don't really buy that. And it's like everybody just kind of is on board with it, and I'm like, no. It's
If
like,
I was James Woods, I'd be no way.
Yeah.
Nope. I'd be like, nope, that's not the deal we made.
Yeah.
You had all your fighters in place. You
Yeah.
cannot do that.
you gave me a lineup of
Yep.
fighters,
And
they
if
all
they
went
if
through.
they walk away, they forfeit. Holy fuck! He just punched the ref.
Yeah. Well, he got disqualified, and that was the weird thing because I was like, because then he punched him in the nuts and stuff, and I was like, then he murders him here, and spoiler
Come
alert,
on, Louis Gossett Jr.
he rips his throat out Roadhouse style.
Rah!
But yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Benny Urquidez does not look like a human being, though. The friggin' referee, he looks like a fake plastic thing.
Up next, Scorpion.
Tank. I honestly
Holy fuck!
thought that this was
This
like a young
guy's too
Tank
okay.
at
He's
it.
huge.
Mhm.
I was like, this guy isn't 283, and I was like, oh my god, he's
He
like
is
7
200
feet
yeah.
tall. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. If 283 might be generous.
Holy fuck! Look at the size of this guy.
Could you imagine what it would
It's
feel
like the guy I wrestled at the fucking.
Oh my god,
What a stink coming off that guy.
Todd's wrestling matches are my favorite stories. Mine were depressing.
Joe lands on his head.
Well,
Joe
other
breaks
than,
his femur.
or just completely outclassed by people because I was either going up a weight class or
Holy,
going,
but done.
yeah, I was either going up a weight class or going down a weight class every time. So
Yep.
I'd either get people who are too strong for me or too fast for
Yeah.
me. And because it was like I wasn't gonna play the game of you got to drop weight or you got to make weight. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna go into the shower and wear a garbage bag and almost kill myself. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, we'd heard too many
Fuck
bad
that. Yeah,
things about that.
exactly.
And I was like, I'm not playing that game. I'm like, put me wherever I am. This isn't that important.
Yeah.
To me. And then the one year, my first match in the tournament was against one of our guys. I'm like, how does that happen? And they've complained and they're like, oh, there's nothing we could do. And the guy was like a judo dude. And I'm like, oh, so I'm like, and he's like, well, I'll go easy on you. I'm like, just do whatever. We know how this is.
Just
about to
wail
end.
on me, whatever. I liked, because that reminds me of like when I play Splatoon.
Yeah.
And you're in a splat fest.
Yeah.
So it's like team versus team, but like
I was
something
in a Splatfest
happens.
once.
Something happens, and you put down the rubber sheet, get your rubber pants on, and put the
I do it in
plastic
the
sheet
tub.
down, baby.
I do it in the tub. It's way more efficient.
No muss, no fuss, eh?
Yeah.
And then you fight. You're fighting against your own team
He's fighting in jeans.
because they don't have enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I
Yes.
feel like that is. And it's like, what the fuck are we even doing here? I'm not even
Yeah.
getting any points.
I know, it was just like, and I was just so I knew right away there were two guys who were roughly around my weight class that I had, and I was in a weird spot because I had nobody in my regular weight class, even though it was kind of the most average one.
Yeah, it was
Like,
weird actually.
It was like one over the middle,
yeah.
kind of. And
so it was like middle heavyweight or whatever.
yeah, like, well, no, it wasn't even that. Like I was 150 at the time.
Right.
That's really fucking depressing to say out loud.
Everybody, when you look back at your,
No, I know, but it was, but yeah, it was like that thing on, Hammerhead Hagen. So this is the guy who's beaten him twice. His only two losses ever were to this guy, and he looks like a monster.
He looks like he just killed and ate a bus full of children on the way there.
He almost definitely did. But yeah, and then they just proved here because they're like, there's no way he lived in this town.
Oh yeah, because they gotta be
And
from
he
the
was like,
town, right?
Yeah. So this is kind of his bit of the con going, I saw you coming. He's like,
Right.
I set this guy up before you even set this bet, type thing. But yeah, anyways, what was I? So yeah, I was in this weird thing. So I had nobody really to train against, except like, again, I was either going against people who are too fast for me, too strong for me. But for the most part, I would be training with the girls and the really light guy and like the super featherweight guys.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, you can help them. And I'm like, well,
Well,
great,
who's
but
gonna
what is that
help
going to do
me?
for me? They knew,
Yeah.
well, I think he knew that I was happy to do the training and stuff like that, but I didn't really take it very seriously. Like, I wasn't going to be his metal guy.
Right.
So I ended up like, I was wrestling girls and like 100-pound dudes. And it was like, yeah, I could, of
fighting
course
the
I could
girls was
manhandle.
awesome.
Oh, it was really good.
Oh, fuck
And the
yeah.
one girl who I was crazy, like, into, forget it. Because it's going to just cause problems.
It causes marital
It's going to
problems.
cause marital problems.
And the Lord knows you got enough of those, buddy.
Ugh. I'm a terrible husband. Like, look at how
Holy
just...
fuck,
And
eh?
the thing is, too, these guys are essentially the same age. And that's what he looks
Yeah,
like
look at
compared
the
to him.
size of
Like,
the other
just-
guy, man.
Like, he's probably... Like, he's obviously younger. Like, he probably was the up-and-comer when he was kind
That's
of on
exactly
his back
what I
end.
was just about to say. I
But-
think that they're not the same age. I think that
Yeah.
he's probably like 10 years younger or something.
Yeah. It was like Mike Tyson and Joe Louis
Yeah.
kind of difference,
Yeah.
maybe.
Holy
But
fuck.
yeah. But like, but he speaks at one point in this, and it's the deepest voice.
He
in
said
the
something
history of
already.
Earth.
He's like, you're going to be dead by the end of the night.
So like, he would be
it
Bob
was so low
Sapp.
you didn't even hear it.
Yeah, like if this movie was made like
Oh,
10 years
fuck.
ago, it would be Bob Sapp. Like, it's just so scary.
Oh,
though.
fuck.
Such a scary body. I remember the first time I saw Bob Sapp too. It was just like that's not a human body. He's just a bunch of meat, like stacked together. Like, it's just like, I don't.
Stapled together and
Yeah.
thrown. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, what?
Oh
if,
yeah, he's getting some shot. He kind of looks like in the new
Oh,
one,
who
in the new
lost to?
Diggstown, that's going to be Terry Crews.
Oh, well done.
Yep.
Well done. Terry Crews. Actually, Terry Crews would actually not make a half bad Roy.
Yeah,
either
no,
if
true.
he gained some weight. Like
Right.
he couldn't be muscular.
No. He
going
can't be
in.
as ripped as he was. But yeah, I see that too. Actually,
But you
yeah.
could have like here's him like at the end of his heyday. Here's muscular
Yeah.
version of him. I honestly don't think he'd be willing to do it. He's like, I'm not doing the work to
I
get back
I
to
don't think
this."
so either. Nope, I don't think he would either.
It's a hard thing, and when
Yeah.
you've dedicated yourself to a body type.
Oh my God, not like
Right.
Christian Bale, who just
Jesus.
could give a shit.
No, Christian Bale's like every time he's
his
doing that, he's
system must be
shortened-
fucked.
Oh, he's shortened his life by years every time.
That
he's
is
done
insane.
But
Is that
I
a
mean,
real thing?
what? That
Do you actually
is-
think he's shortened his life?
Absolutely for the drastic
Especially like the
changes
machinist,
over short
the machinist to
times, absolutely.
Batman, and then he did Rescue Dawn, and then
Yeah.
Batman, and it was
Yeah.
within months losing like 100 pounds, gaining 100 pounds,
Yeah.
losing 100 pounds, gaining 100
of
pounds.
muscle
Yeah.
too. Like it's just like
Oh, come on, Louis, guys, get the fuck up. The
Oh,
old
he's
man's
gonna-
crying up. Oh my lord!
his finger moved. This is all over.
He's like,
This
"That's
is
it."
the weirdest moment to me in the movie. I believe this is what's about to happen. Yeah. So
Don't you throw that
he's
towel in.
throwing it- He's thinking about throwing it.
At least he cares about him though, right?
See,
And before he was honest,
Yeah.
and he wasn't trying to scam him. He's like, I'm fucking stopping this fight
Yeah.
right now.
can I posit the question right now, or post the question right now? Him throwing in the towel, is that not the forfeit?
That is
does
it.
Or does it have to hit the mat legally?
I'm guessing in this, it has to hit the mat.
Yeah, I like though he like hits it like no.
Yeah, it's like he's still like falling off.
Yeah. It's like he just got hit with like
a zap of lightning or
ninja
something.
star.
Yeah.
like ah.
Oh
but-
fuck yeah.
But the ending of this, the twists here that
Oh, it's
come at the end is
awesome.
amazing. But again, it's the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of, it doesn't confuse me. I just don't necessarily agree with. And we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
don't know
there.
how the hell they would have
But-
set that up,
but
right?
this is-
Like,
But this is brilliant because this would have been a satisfying ending.
oh
Had this
hell
been
yeah.
the end
Well,
of it.
because so the last guy he's got to fight is the only guy that beat him twice.
No, this exactly. So it's like they managed to get the only.
Well, no,
person
that's
to
what you're
beat him.
thinking. You're like, oh my god, he can't
Yeah.
take any more. Like this is it,
Yeah, he
right?
almost
So like,
gets-
if anybody else is gonna come out,
Yeah.
like he's fucked.
He almost gets killed in this fight and then comes back and wins it. You're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And that guy, he went down really cool too. I like this. In a lot of ways, has better boxing than some of the Rocky movies.
It does. I agree completely. The Rocky movies look ridiculous. These haymakers from downtown and
Yeah.
like Rocky taking so many shots to
Yeah.
the face and then coming back
Well,
and like.
And then early Rocky, the space between the two guys is so apparent sometimes. It's later Rocky. The best boxing in Rocky was in probably Rocky Balboa
right.
because they were legit hitting each
Yeah.
other. And that was Sylvester. This is where I respect Sylvester Stallone.
This is fucked up right here. I do not agree with
See,
this.
and this is what I was getting.
I
at.
do
He's
not
like,
because
"But you
Buddy
fought-
walked off. That's it. He forfeited.
See, but then here's the rule: a forfeit only counts if he entered the ring, and he didn't enter the ring, so it doesn't count as a forfeit. And then so I'm like, that can't be a rule. But I'm also thinking you agreed to put forward 10 guys.
That's
you
right.
put forward your 10 guys. So like to me, what the rule should be here is okay. Your 10th
Ping
guy
him back
can
out.
come-
Bring the kid back
it's
out.
like he can come out because
Yeah.
he's in your roster. The other guy's not
agreed.
on your roster.
I agree.
And then I was like, that would be
Holy
acceptable.
fuck. Oh, here he is.
And then I'm going to pose a new question in a moment when
Yeah,
this next twist
yeah.
happens because there's
Oh,
kind of a
God's name.
really weird thing that I think Heather Graham should be talking about in a moment. But I like this.
I don't know what it is. I don't know where you're going with
you're
this.
gonna-
Okay, I'm ready. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
you're gonna-
Okay.
you're gonna get there.
Okay.
I remember actually, and you know what's really weird? I remember that guy's character name so well. When we finally agreed to do this movie, the first thing I said was Manoso Torres. Manoso Torres, and I was like, "That's like."
You
guy
wake up in the
couldn't-
night screaming
a man-
Manosa Torres.
A man with no lines in this movie. I know his name.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, granted, getting hit in the head as many times as I have, maybe that the minutia is all that really sticks with me, and maybe that's why Star Wars works so well for me.
Right.
Because I can remember every character's freaking name.
Yeah.
Look at that really fat
this
Mexican in the
should,
crowd.
Oh my lord.
He is that's what
They
Manny
should.
from
This should
Modern
not be
Family's
allowed.
gonna become.
I know it's a movie and all that jazz,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think we should.
not cool.
Let's petition the Louisiana boxing.
I agree. We need a
Louisiana
recount.
athletics board here. So, I like that he apologizes. He's like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" Is like, this is where we're at. He's got voodoo. I was like, is that racist? I don't know. When is voodoo racist?
Whoa.
If it's just when it's black people or what? Like, I don't
Nah,
know.
he's cool.
Voodoo's just voodoo.
Voodoo's voodoo,
just-
man.
maybe-
I've been practicing voodoo for years.
Maybe Mexicans were just more mysterious at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like covered in blood and he's like a suit. That's pretty fun. And what's the deal too with the warden? He's like, beat the shit out of this guy I don't know.
Yeah.
Prisoner.
Yeah, the warden says it's the warden's boy. Oh, here we go.
So here's our big twist. So we're gonna get the little callback. And I like too because he knows
He does
right
the
away
tie
what's going on.
thing.
So here's my question. I'm gonna ask it in just a moment. Okay, he's dropped his fists. So has he been in has he been in cahoots? Because there's no way he saw
How would
this
he have
coming.
known? Yeah.
And he reacts in a way that he didn't know. But so that means he was in cahoots with him before.
Yes.
So basically, was he in
How-
cahoots with him when he beat the shit out of his best friend?
Right. No.
Like that's my thing. Like I mean, he's not
Well,
the guy
maybe
who
he
killed
didn't
him.
kill him.
He's not the.
He's
definitely
not the guy.
who
He beat the
killed
guy
him.
in a fight. That's it.
Yeah, but to me, I'm
Somebody
like, does that mean
backstage
like
killed him.
does that mean that he had like both of these guys as his fighters and he let his buddy like instead of fixing that fight, he let his buddy get destroyed? Like that's what I'm
Sometimes you want
getting
to make
at.
an omelet, bro. You got to break some eggs.
I like I'm like you should have had more of the warden being really pissed. He's like, I can't believe you fucking did that. He's like kind of
He's
like,
got the
"Ah."
warden in probably on it, so that
Yeah.
if he knew that the only place he's going to get somebody else is the prison,
Yeah.
so if he has the warden in,
Yeah. His nose is weird.
uh-oh.
Except,
oh
like,
yeah, that
literally.
yeah.
I,
Except now I've got a bomb.
but I
It's
do
true.
accept like he does actually accept that he lost here though, which is kind of crazy. He's not trying to weasel his way out. He's just
You know,
like,
yeah,
I'm
I'm sorry. You
fucked.
know, I thought he was going to say that because he is going to try and pull something
Well, he does
shiesty
do something.
outside.
Look at those flash cubes.
Sweet.
Anybody who doesn't know, phones for a long time didn't have a flash. You had to plug in a thing where a flash would
Oh,
like
that was
expire
for the
after one
phone.
use. And so you saw there was so many flashes on there, and once they were all used up, you had to throw it in the garbage and buy a new one. See, like just lose. I feel like they could have gotten away with murdering him in this. scene.
Yes,
Like,
they
I feel
should.
like-
No, not murder him. Like he should go outside and Buddy's waiting for him in the parking
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, he owns everything.
Yes,
See,
he does.
And I like because the mobby guys here.
Oh,
they're-
wait, he is
Yeah.
coming up.
yeah, but the mobby.
Oh
gu-
shit!
Yeah, the mob guys kind of like they're into it either way because they're like, hey, we either get a lot of money or we get to kill this asshole.
Yeah.
We're good either way. See, and what was that?
Ooh,
Like that was like a French accent, but not like a Cajun.
Oh, he kinda
accent.
lost
Like
it
he
for a
just
minute there,
changed
you
it.
know.
Yeah, he's trying his best. Give him. Oh, is
there you go.
$1.50 for a cup of beer there?
It's a pretty good price. It's the states, bro. It's the same price
Oh.
to this day. It's in their constitution.
I honestly think the punch in the face wasn't enough. I think they should have left it ambiguous, where like he takes him into a back room.
Yes,
and
that's
then
what
you
I
just
think
never-
too. Yeah.
And then you just never see.
Or he
him
like
unless,
punches him and he flies out a window and lands on a car that explodes. There's your $4 million budget. or
turns into
whatever
an
it
old
was.
person's vagina. Is that a thing?
Well, now you've got brain damage. I got some money for you.
Yeah. This is I like this little moment with them. Why do they always turn out the lights when there's people still in the building? Usually people
It's
come
to
out and
get
go,
you
"Oh,
to
there's
fucking
people
move.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get the fuck going.
Yeah.
We got another mecha fight
This is
tomorrow.
before the song "Closing Time" came out. So
Yeah.
you don't have to go home,
Closing
but you can't
time.
stay here. But
You got to get the
But yeah.
fuck out of here.
so didn't perform well in box offices. Wasn't overall. It got 57% from critics. Like Rotten Tomatoes from the actual critics over it and stuff on it. So it was like just over the hump of like, so it's like a D
Right.
essentially gets from them. But I read a couple of really good reviews for this movie and stuff like that. It gets about in the 70s for crowd, but again,
not
I
bad.
don't really like. I don't hold a lot of stock in the crowd ones anymore.
Oh, Buddy did stand up. I thought Buddy was going to stand up.
No, hell no. Of course not.
Right.
Oh my god, the Buster's name, his first name was Corny.
Oh,
I was like, no
Lord.
wonder they call him Buster.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
way
take
better.
Buster because you call him by his real name, you get busted up, motherfucker.
Like, what other sports could you like try
Water
and fix
polo.
like this? Yeah, water polo.
The new Diggstown will be water polo
Nice.
based.
I
That's a
wanna
rough
see-
sport. You don't even know what's happening under that water,
Yeah.
bro.
I feel
Kicking.
like Ninja Warrior.
Pinching.
Oh my god! Oh, so much pinching.
Oh my lord.
Chip Fowler. Like this is. I hate names. I look at
I
these
hate
names.
names.
Like every name bothers me. Gil Hernandez. I'm like, don't
GG
even-
Coker.
Right? Oh, that's probably accurate.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, I
so-
want to
I'm
look
sorry,
at
I didn't mean to
naked
get
pictures of
distracted
Heather
like-
Graham later.
Yeah.
Give
I just
her.
want to look at fake ones where it's like clearly a Chinese woman's body.
I'm going to keep on the other like screen,
Yeah.
so that right when I'm just about to blow it, I click over and it's Louis Gossett Jr. Yeah. That's
I'm
like when
down.
you're wanking off the VHS porno and you don't know when it ends, and then you're going to blow it, and then
Yeah.
it skips. Like he blows his load, and you're like, shit. And then it goes to the next scene, and it's like two guys talking,
I've
and then you
never-
blow your load.
I've never made it to the end. I'm like, I think if you found my first VHS porno, it's like probably 2/3 the way through, and it's like, oh
You
my
only-
god,
you
like,
only
how
had
many
one
times have
and
you
you
gone
owned it
through
for
this?
years.
I was like, I never made it to the end of the movie. Well, how many times did you know? Oh, like hundreds. Hundreds of the time.
I
I
used
was
to just
like-
love because some of them had all these previews in the beginning. The previews were like, I just used to rewind the previews over and over again because they were awesome.
I just like they go out of their way now. Like if you order anything online, like any kind of toys or anything like that, like the ads for Adam and Eve and stuff like that are like, and we send it like it's very discreet and all this kind of thing. But back in the day, it's like you wanted to buy like a VHS porno movie. It was roughly
huge.
the size of a Buick.
No, it was
Like,
the
the
same
case-
size, which I always love about that whole thing is what I think about often.
Yeah.
Is how kids movies and porn movies had the same size box.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like so what's the I guess the idea is to like draw your eye
yeah.
or something, and so when you walk out, that's entertainment
Yeah.
from the porn section. You're holding this giant porn movie VHS, and you have to walk from the back all the way to the front with it. Probably run into your mother, your teacher, your priest.
Yeah. You
You know,
can't
the girl that you're in love with.
always
Yeah.
the girl you're in love with.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What
Good
movie are
times.
you renting? Oh, no, nothing. You know, it's just a
Don't
game.
worry
It's a
about it.
game.
Yeah.
It's a game.
It's
You know, it's cool. You know,
I'll
it's just a-
definitely. I can promise you, I'll be playing later.
yeah.
But I'm like, just. I remember it's such a weird thing to be so. Like you go into like a porn store or something like that and to be weirded out about buying. Like, what did you think you were gonna? Did you think that the person working there was gonna have you come in and you were gonna like get gum?
Right.
Like it's just bananas.
I remember when we went into it used to be over. I don't know if it was Prime Picks or what it was called, but it was over. I think it was Prime Picks, and it was over on where my aunt and uncle lived. In that
I know
plaza there.
exactly where.
And a
the
bunch
one
of
you're
us, like
talking about.
Adam and Bruce and us, went in there to rent porno, and Jane, and we went in there to rent porns because we all just wanted to watch porno. And the lady, we were like totally embarrassed. The lady was like, "Don't be embarrassed." She's like, "Oh, come in here," and she's like bringing us in and showing us these porn movies, and we're like underage,
Yeah.
like renting porn from this beautiful woman.
Yeah. That was the thing that always kind of bothered me. Like I get the whole 18, like you gotta rate things and whatever. But of all the things that you could do for an underage person,
Yeah.
I think giving them porno was pretty much like the
Like pretty low,
the
pretty
yeah,
low
like,
on the
pretty low on the danger
yeah,
scale.
yeah.
It was like you've got
And then we opened up the case and it was filled with cocaine.
yeah, you've got like 5-year-olds buying cigarettes for people
Yeah.
because they have a note for their mom.
Oh my god! Back in the
But-
day, I used to bring a note all the time, all
So
the
when-
time.
It's a good thing my mom didn't have a step counter on because she never walked anywhere. We had to walk everywhere to get their smokes. I'm so glad.
Exactly right.
It was her having a heart attack was the best thing that ever happened to her because then she stopped smoking finally.
Yeah,
After years of saying she wasn't smoking and just sneaking. them behind my
sneaking. I
back.
knew. Yeah,
was
that's
so
yeah,
brutal.
yeah.
So
She had a heart
brutal.
attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, we were away for a while. She had a heart attack like 10 years ago.
No shit.
Yeah. She's all right.
Dude, yeah, I just saw her. She's doing great.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah. We live.
Fucking A, man.
All right. So that's the end of this one, seeing as we're not longer talking about the movie and it's not on.
What a surprise.
You got it. We
You
got
get it.
another coming attractions next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
The following 2 weeks after that, it's one movie. We're doing a movie in 2 parts. You'll find out what movie
What?
that is,
Oh, yeah.
but you're
I'm like, what?
gonna be happy. All right, so tune in for
And
the
if you're not
announcement.
just fake it for me,
Yeah.
I don't know when you're faking or not. Just make
Yeah.
me happy.
That's exactly right. It's just I'm not
Read it off
even
your hand. I don't
not
give a
even
fuck.
interested.
Yeah.
Not even interested if you're happy. Just yeah, so make sure to tune in for that one next week. We promise we got a good one for you. Just yeah.
It is a good one, actually.
As always, visit us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us, podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter at miscastpodcast. Miscast TV, go to our YouTube pages, both Miscast Commentary and Miscast TV have YouTube pages. Go check those out. If that's where you choose to listen to the podcast, that's totally fine.
That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Because, yeah, we've got every episode on there, and we got all the behind the scenes and stuff like that. Miscast TV is... None of it is
it's the place
necessarily,
to fucking be.
None of it is really about the podcast, but some of it's kind of like loosely related to it and stuff like that.
Close
but it's
enough.
Lots of sketches, lots of chat.
Yeah, it's still us, baby.
Always keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. We've got some new ones just posted recently. So yeah, go check those out.
We got a new one going tonight that I think is going to be a real barn burner.
Yeah, so that one should already be out by the time you listen to this. So check all that stuff out.
Yeah, true, right?
Find us on,
Fuck, I don't get this whole time thing.
I know.
Time throws me right off.
Our schedule's really off because,
That's why I refuse to learn how to read time, even digital.
Just forget
Fuck
about
it, man. It's just confusing. It's scary.
Well, I'm tired. I'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm late for work by whose standards?
Exactly.
Right?
Well, it's relative.
I'm here.
Come
just
on.
Put me to work.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to lock the doors? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
It's not even your actual place of work. It's the Walmart.
Yeah, and it's closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all that good stuff. Check out our Twitters at Miscast Podcast, at Miscast TV, at JK Findley, at Miscast Todd. Until next week, guys. We hope you enjoyed Diggstown, and I hope you did. I hope you guys got the opportunity, if you'd never seen this one, to actually go, "Hey, what the hell is this?" Like, go
it's a
take
good
a peek.
one.
It's
it
a
stood up. It really, like a lot of the movies we watched, I'm like, oh god, this one was good actually.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable one. So go and check it out. It's not an epic. I mean, we end up doing a lot of epics or something with a lot of explosions.
No, because
it's understated.
The thing is that because we watch a 90-minute movie and then we talk for so long afterward that it turns into an epic.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, until next week, you're getting an epic on the next one.
Damn right you are.
So tune in, and we will see you then, guys.
Wow.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.